All right, what up, everybody? Oh, we got the Rev as the co. Cheers to a day of roller coasters. Right,
Happy
Rev?
Friday, y'all.
It was, and then it wasn't, then it was, and now it is, and it wasn't. We'll get
Friday
into that
night
later.
kickoff, bro.
Hey, I'm all good now, though. So
Hope you
without
had a great
further ado,
weekend.
let's talk about who makes this show possible. How about that, Rev? How about that?
Cleveland
First, we got
whiskey.
Cleveland whiskey. I'll be up there tomorrow. Taking my beautiful better half with me, Alyssa, who made an awesome video of my debacle tonight. And we're going up to the Honey Bourbon Bash, December 19th, Cleveland whiskey, which is Saturday. Go ahead and register online if you got nothing else to do. It is clevelandwhiskey.com. Just register. It's free parking, free admission, free samples. If you want to buy other stuff while you're there, that's up to you. But just to go up there and check it out and hang out with me, cost you nothing. Branch Barbecue, branchsauce.com. It's Branch, it's Branchero, it's delicious. Fieldhouse mustard, award-winning. That's all you need to know. Right out of Lakewood, Ohio. The only thing that's winning out of Cleveland, Ohio these days, other than Cleveland whiskey. Bomb that one. But hey, anything with a cock on it, chicks love it. So guys can like it too. It's okay. Branch barbecue sauce. That got dark quick. Willow seasoning.
So naturally, you'll think it's the 70s.
So naturally, you'll think it's the 70s. Potentially some new stuff in the works. Can't drop anything more than a little ball tickler of what could be. Hopefully we got some new news coming soon. But, sold a lot of pork today. A guy told me today, I literally can read the text that says, I've liked your pork. I've always liked your pork, but today the pork was next level. Two things changed. One, I went Willow. Two, Offset. But still, I did, Rev, I did the high elevation. SPG is a little base because it's got the coffee grounds in it. A little chipotle powder makes it a little different than the rest. Everybody's got to have their differences. That's theirs. And then finished it off with a little sweet heat, man. The award-winning sweet heat over from the American Royal competition. Also,
nice.
Frickson Farms.
You can't beat their meat.
You can beat the meat. You can beat it a lot until it's raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. I like it raw.
And this is why Tony has carpal tunnel syndrome.
That is correct. I was single for many a year until I met my wife. And this ad is going terribly bad. This is a family-run business, FricksonFamilyFarms.com. But hey, Rev, did you know that they gave us a whole hog and a whole cow? Do you know that deal?
I did know that. I hear there's a special deal for that, dude.
Yeah, you can get an eighth of a cow raised right there at Frickson. Andy feeds the damn thing himself. Spent time sowing the seed to grow the crops to feed the damn thing. It's about as natural as natural. You can get an eighth of a cow. But what if I told you I could get you an eighth of a cow of some good shit and save you $50? Pfft, duh. What if I told you I could save you a quarter of a pork for $40? What if I told you shipping is free in most states in the Midwest area? But it's only like $20 to get out to you. So the savings we can offer to everybody on Frickson Farms is free shipping plus a discount to get a whole freaking cow delivered to your doorstep. Frozen. That means something. And also, Redbeard seasoning. But I want to take them off the camera here because we have a new product, Rev. We have a new product.
Oh, do tell.
Cajun Black is out. It's official. Super jacked. Hate this guy right now because guess who brought up shit breaking up in the back of my van last night in a random conversation, Rev? Fucking Redbeard. So fuck that guy. Use the Dude Network for 10% off. Take money out of his pocket for manifesting an absolute shit show of a day that we will again get later too. Tony fucked up bad. It was real bad. But
ladies and gentlemen, you will get to see the cluster fuckery that happened in Tony's life.
We have our first piss break tonight, and it's a 90-second clip of absolute fuckery. That's a fact. Super excited for Sausage Sensei.
Love good old Mr. Bill Dumas.
Yes.
I actually
Whoa.
I came up with a very interesting concept. Me and him are going to have to chat about. A little holiday special, if you will.
Ooh. I'm still waiting on somebody to do the cranberry apple pecan chicken sausage.
I got something way better, bro.
Nah, nothing can be better than cranberry chicken apple sausage.
You'll have to wait and see.
I don't
Just
know,
think
man.
about an entire Thanksgiving dinner.
How about you actually make content and show us instead of telling us?
That seems like a lot of work.
It really does, but someone as trailer park as you can come up with the most trashy way possible to deliver it to the people, and we need more of that in this world. We need more people to just embrace what they are and say, here I am. Here's my shit. Uh-oh. Hang on. We got Sensei. Hey, Sensei. What? No problem. We're live. I'll walk you through it right now. Text. Can you text me an email and I'll email it to you? Or do you want me to send it to you on Instagram?
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Tony's I'm going to sell you a crappy car for way too much money voice, in case you were wondering.
Oh.
If you do ever get that phone call from Mr. Lane and he has that voice,
no, that's cool. I'm sending you a link.
Do not pay for that extra undercoating on your car. Don't let them sucker you into that 22% APR. And no, you don't need another warranty, no matter what he says.
Hey, Bill, is your warranty out on your car by chance? I have an amazing opportunity for you to extend that thing out to 150K.
Don't forget the undercoating. Everyone needs undercoating.
What about is this a good time to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
God, chicks, and fishnets? What?
Okay. There you go. You have the link. I thought I sent it. All right. On Instagram messages. Yep, there you go. Seen just now. We are still live. People are watching. This is probably the most viewers we've had at one time in a while, so it's working.
Don't worry. I swear Tony will put his phone down and pay attention to us. Just because Tony's day wasn't bad enough, we have to make him feel even worse.
I'm totally fine. We're dealing with some rocket sciencery on this end, folks. You think making a sausage is hard.
Tony's having this great debate about quantum physics and multiverse theory currently.
All right.
Which, if anyone's interested,
they'll say like entering studio. They don't ask you to type your name.
We do have a theory about the Mandela effect and the multiverse.
We do?
And the CERN Hadron Collider.
We have that?
We absolutely do, if you want to hear it.
I mean, talk about your thing until we get this. Yeah, I'll put you on the big screen, dude. All right. So while we get Sensei on here, Rev's going to get us on our Mandela effect platform. Go. Has to take a swig for
so the CERN Hadron Collider is this huge device.
Where are you at, Bill?
That spins particles. Particles accelerator, right? It creates on a very microscopic level, that, mind you, this is in layman's terms, wormholes and black holes that can be seen through digital microscopes in a very finite space. When they previously turned on the Hadron Collider, there's a theory that the world ended. Now, the multiverse theory says there are millions of universes exactly like ours. And when we turned the Hadron Collider on, we disappeared our version of the world in the multiverse. And that explains why where we live in this existence is different than we remember it. So, how do you spell Berenstein Bears? Why? Who remembers Tinkerbell coming out of the screen in the Disney movies? Who remembers the different fonts on Fords and Chevys? The theory is that our world got disappeared when we tried to super excite particles and create wormholes. And we actually are existing parallel to our own universe. So there you go.
What he's talking about, it's true. Redbeard Seasonings can lick my balls for manifesting a chili bean spill in the back of my van. It's all his fault. He literally said last night, hit the turns going 90 is what he said. Can you believe
That's
that
what
shit,
Tony
Red?
did.
No. What happened was I took it going 10, and I was in Appalachian foothill country on the back road. That was gravel. As you might, it's about as the devil's spine is straighter than this road that I was
Nothing
on.
but squealing tires and screaming brakes at all of 10 miles an hour led to the debacle of the day.
Total debacle. By the way, Sensei is working on coming here as Rev White Trash Mike sits atop his white trash throne like somebody off King of Thrones, Game of Thrones, whatever.
You can't really see it, but this chair is the single-seater version of the black leather couch.
Off casting couch?
That's exactly what this thing is.
I was just going on from the hip on the casting couch thing, so that's interesting.
Don't worry, we got wipes and a squeegee. It's fine.
We all know my wife's cool after what I pulled today. Oh, he's in. He made it. And Rev, you jacked? Dude, your foodie science brain is overstimulating right now. Look, he has to take... I have never... Okay, can we talk about this for a second? Rev drinks like one sip of water a show. Homeboy's already had like 6 swigs before we got Sensei on here. So, you're excited. I'm excited. Oh, he's drinking hams, bro. He's drinking hams. You know hams. As a kid that grew up in New York, you know hams well.
Gonna be a good day, bro.
Actually, I think it's hams. All right, everybody. We all know him. We love him. It's his part 2 on here, which means he was probably drunk last time. He don't remember how bad the show actually was. He actually was convinced himself that he had a good enough time to come back on for this one. Sensei, I'm about to bring you on here in just a second back there, man, as he's figuring it on, figuring out his camera angle. And, dude, he's made sausage all around the world. A couple weeks ago, dude's like, check out my view for the day. He was down like some like Mexican palace, and his room was like on the 3rd floor and overlooked the back patio, which is like a dance floor where you could see like the mariachi band and shit like that playing. And there's like people everywhere. So he got to sit up there like a mafia don, sit up there watching, which you know a thing or two about, watching these people do all this stuff. He's helped serve Sheryl Crow. He's hang out with just everybody. Absolutely everybody. Sensei, you're there, man. Oh, man. All right, we're bringing him on. He's going to come back. I think we're confusing him here. Oh, he's coming back. Come on, Sensei. Bill Dumas. Oh, man. Hey.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Oh, can you hear us? Oh, no. I can't help you with your volume. You're not muted. I don't know why you're not hearing us. Do you have ear pods hooked up? Do you have anything Bluetooth hooked up? That ham looks delicious, by the way. It looks so good. Their mascot's a polar bear, and I'm all for it. He can't hear us. Ugh, I don't know how to do this.
Text, dude. The chat
know.
in the box.
Edit.
Type to him.
I don't know if he can see that or not.
I can see it. He can see it.
What do you say? Like, hey, I don't know. You may have to reconnect. We're seeing the full Tony diversification. I'm going to kick you out. Come back in.
Text him, bro. Text
him.
I
want to text him. Oh, man. Best show ever.
We're swinging from the fences today.
That's a fucking understatement. All right. Hey, can you hear us now?
Nope.
All right. The last time he was on the show, Nombre is, where's Nombre? Massol, what up? Listen.
Sorry, Massol, you gotta look at my beautiful mug for the time.
Yeah, he'll be on here later, but I'm saying listen to this bullshit right here. Easy breezy, beautiful barbecue girl. No. Listen, I don't know where you're from, but I already think you're a communist. That's all I need to know. That's all.
Do we need to give the history lesson of beans and chili again, bro?
Go ahead.
So what we know as beans is actually from a classical French provincial dish called cassoulet that essentially is cooked down like ham hocks, beans, vegetables, and served in a stew style.
Jesus.
When it was brought to America...
Hey!
Fuck. Can you hear
All
me?
Right.
Hey!
Rev, we're going to continue on with that story. Yes, we can hear him. Rev was telling us the history of how beans ended up in Chile.
Oh, that's sacrilege.
What?
Hell yes, that's sacrilege.
I don't want hot dog sauce. I want chili, damn it.
No.
Yes.
Chili in this area is actually derived from the street vendors in San Antonio, Texas around the last turn of the century. And all it was chiles and carne. That's it.
I already don't want to come to San Antonio strictly off that.
If you put beans and chili in Texas, you will get hung.
No, there's actually a lot of people in Texas that are friends of the show that like beans in their chili. And that are born and raised in Texas. Don't call them transplants.
They're probably Yankees.
Austin doesn't count, bro.
Nope. They wisened up to the Yankee ways and said, you know what? It's a little bit better.
That's a real good way to start a fight, is talking about religion, politics, or beans and chili.
Well, you probably would not like my chili. And you'll find out there's more to that here later. I told you there's something else coming up and you'll get hit with.
Can you still hear me?
Yes. Yes, we can. Yep. I think your internet might be a little poor. He's a little frozen. It's a handsome face to be frozen to, though. All right. So poor guy finally gets in and he gets locked up. I mean, what do you do?
Been there. Remember a year ago?
Hey!
Yeah.
When I started this shindig on a phone.
Hey, that's what happens when you bring up beans not being in Chile. You get your internet says, I can't have this guy in my airwave space.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I live out in the sticks. I mean, out literally in the middle of nowhere. We don't have any kind of services whatsoever. We don't even have internet out here. So it's so dicey.
Okay. Well, hey, we can work with it. We've dealt with a lot. I mean, look, this guy's up. Rev's in the trailer park, so we can make that work. We can make you work.
Trailer park in the mountains, man.
Hell yeah. So how we doing, man? Hey, Sensei, Bill, how we doing, brother? I mean, dude, you and I have kept in contact. Every time I talk to you, you're doing something epic, changing the world, changing the way people look at sausage, serving celebrities down in Mexico with the cartel, slinging meat. What else is going on?
And I don't know, man. It's just been busy. It's been a whirlwind year, and it's already shaping up to be a nutso year go next year. So it's just nonstop boogie.
Nice.
Speaking of boogie, how did the people perceive your outfit?
Well, it's a funny thing. I have a friend of mine who's a really well-known photographer. I used to work for the AP Wire back in the day and Fort Worth Star Telegram. But anyway, really nice guy, super good friend. And we went to Graceland when we went to Memphis back this past summer. We went to go visit Blake Stoker at Blake's at Southern Milling, right? So we went to Graceland, and I found out that my buddy was actually an Elvis impersonator back in the 80s and 90s. Nice. So I knew that Texas Monthly Barbecue Festival was going to be happening for the first time in 3 years. Won't get into that. But I said, well, stage presence, baby. Y'all don't want to look like everybody else. Why do that? If you are going to go play a gig tomorrow at the Ryman Auditorium, Ryman in Nashville tomorrow, right? Wouldn't you put on something really crazy and groovy? Yes, you would. So I talked to my buddy about this. He said, oh, man, I got just the thing for you. And he mentioned this when we were in Graceland. So he said, I've got just the thing for you. So we met at Hellberg Barbecue in Waco and made the exchange. And I got the official Elvis suit, wore it to the barbecue fest. So, yeah, he warned me. He did say, man, when you put this thing on, be ready for two things, a persona change, and nobody will leave you alone. Man, he was correct.
Basically, what he guaranteed you is sex. He's like, you will get laid in this outfit.
I don't know.
How many panties got thrown at you that day?
None. But I was the most photographed person other than Tootsie from Snow, so I guarantee you.
Yeah, Tootsie will get some photos. What's she like, man? I feel like everyone in the network, Tina met her like a week or two ago. What's Snow's Barbecue like, and what have you done with Snow's Barbecue? Have you got to do any work with them or anything like that? You made sausage here with Tootsie recently, right?
Well, first of all, Carrie Bexley, the owner and operator, the proprietor of Snow's Barbecue, is a really good friend of ours. He, as well as Tootsie, they come into the restaurant pretty regularly when they're in the area. I mean, Lexington is not that far away from Pflugerville, probably an hour at best. So they're really good friends of ours. Matter of fact, our restaurant, has a direct fired, coal-fired pit that was made by Carrie Bexley, and Tootsie was the first one to cook on it. So that's pretty cool. But no, Carrie's really good people. They're just good salt of the earth, good solid folks. Love them dearly. Yeah, they're good folks, man. There's not a whole lot I can say about that except for the fact that Tootsie's she's barbecue grandmother and a barbecue icon. Good people. She really is just a sweetheart of a lady. Great person.
I mean, she's a grinder, man. It's amazing. Like, everyone always talks about it, but like, I mean, you've been around it. How hard does that woman work still to this day?
Well, I'll tell you what, and she'll tell you herself. I mean, think about it like this. Willie Nelson is 89 years old, and he plays well over 200 dates a year. Tootsie grinds just as hard as Willie. Probably in the same iconic stature, curiously. Nonetheless, if they were to slow down, and quit doing what they're doing, that would be the end of it. So there's no point in it. And besides, the old cliche adage, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. So yeah, it's a grind and whatnot, but this is their life. This is what they do. That's who they are. So yeah.
I'm done with it. No, I mean, it's everyone says that it's it's worth standing in line at 6:30 in the morning on a Saturday for it.
Yeah, there's a reason why they say that.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
it's like a combination. It's like a big tailgate party times 1,000, and there's people all over the place mixing around in and around the pit room, out front. Right down the street is the cattle auction barn. So you hear those cattle down the street. I mean, literally at the end of the block, bellowing and mooing, and it's and you hear that from Snows, and like, damn, y'all taste good. but the thing about it is, it's pretty.
Oh man,
no. Womp womp. Dude, he was in a I didn't know there was cows at the end of the block. I did not know that.
that's some farm to table right there, man.
I mean, all right, he's back. Oh no. As soon as he came back, he got out. Patience. Patience is the virtue.
Sure.
There he is. Sensei.
Ain't technology grand.
Oh no. He was on a roll. Easy breezy.
Sad.
All right. She said, I ate chili off his van floor today. Did not. I'm not going to lie. I did taste it to make sure it was the chili. It was the chili. I did not need to taste it, but hey, there we are.
That comment could have gone a whole different way, bro.
It could have, but we didn't let it there. But the fact that your brain was there is why you're on the show.
Great
Well,
minds think
one of
alike, Tony.
one of infinity reasons, but that's one of them. We do have one friend hanging out in the background here.
Oh yeah, who we got?
Super excited to bring him back in after a few weeks hiatus, fresh off Lake Chuck. James Grubbs
Here.
Oh yeah, who we got?
Super.
Oh no, Grubbs!
After
Grubbs!
2 weeks hiatus, fresh off Lake Chuck.
Hey, Grubbs! Hey, you got in the background.
What's good, brother?
Oh, let me shut this off. Give me one.
Yeah. Please do.
Hey, hold on.
What's good, man? What you been up to?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, what's up, Grubbs?
I'm just trying to get tuned back in. You know, get back in the groove here.
There we go. We're glad you're back, man. We're glad you're back, and this guy's glad you're back too. Johnsy, not paying attention. Got him.
Grubbs, what's up, my brother? It's
dude?
good to see you, man. How you been?
Sensei will be back.
I have
Sensei
that-
will be back on. He's dealing with.
Hey, I have that bulgogi recipe for you. I'm sorry, I've been meaning to send it to you.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to send it to you. I apologize.
Way to go, Johnsy. All about you.
No, but see, you're all busy social media and shit and stuff, so that's all good. But you know, when you get the time to do the personal stuff, hey man, I'm back here waiting. I ain't mad at nobody. You know, let's
No, I
live
know.
it, you know?
Hey, we love you, man.
Yeah, I
We're
got
just
it.
happy you're on here, dude. It's been way
Yeah.
too long. We can't let
Way
that
too
happen
long.
ever again. We can't let it happen again.
Hey man, I've been cooking. I've been just doing my little hustle, man. I went down to the Chuck. I'm hustling money for my trip to Australia, you know, because I gotta get some sponsorships and shit because I'm broke and can't, you know. We'll talk about that later though. You might want to be part of that, but tell you what I got going on. But anyway, we're gonna go down there. We're gonna go to look. It's on, man. They fixing it's all promoted. It's gonna happen. I ain't got no choice in that. So hell, Grubbs is gonna fucking go, and that's the way it's gonna be, man.
Hey, if you ain't first, you're last. Remember that.
Hey, that's right. And I ain't never grilled no damn barbecue. I mean kangaroo. But I tell you what, I don't know. I think they're doing a lot of offset cookers there because they're only new to this stuff. You know, that can be worked out, man. But you know, they've only been doing competition barbecue in Australia and South Africa for like 4 or 5 years, man. I mean,
Yeah. Who else is it? Rev, you're in on this.
Where
Anyone
we
else in
live,
favor of
nothing
a
like
Dude
that. So
Network
it's a whole
Friday
new
night
thing
show
with them.
bingo card?
Bingo card.
Or when somebody says something, it checks off a box, and then if you get bingo, you bingo.
Because we all got our catchphrases, bro.
Yeah.
Like everybody's got a catchphrase. So,
Yeah, like I say, let's go, and everyone's like, "That's B. That's my B. Like that's a
you
B."
know, like someone says, "Cal, yeah."
Kale, yeah, like
Or
that.
like one of us does one of these across the screen, you know?
You know, when Johnsy does the clip,
We do
yeah.
the clip.
Yeah.
When Nombre mentions Texas.
Or when a guest like freezes up and loses connection.
Yeah.
That can happen.
That doesn't happen.
Never. Never.
I think Sensei's out, dude. He said he can't get back on.
Oh, man. All right, well, you know what?
Hey,
well, I'm gonna
you are absolutely right, Heather. I will never eat beans or chili.
I think so. Yeah, I think we need. I need to take a piss actually. So it's a good time.
Is it
Amen.
To introduce the world, Grubs. I don't know if you've seen what happened to me today, but it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, because it's a marital thing, you know.
No, actually, no. She was actually funny. She loved it. She was like, "Hey, I don't give a shit." So here, without further ado, anybody that's watching, Easy Breezy is accusing me of feeding chili off the van floor to my daughter. You'll see why here.
It happened.
Tony just called me. He was doing an event today. I could tell the tone of his voice was not good, and I thought maybe the event went bad. He said no, the event went fine, but he just screwed up royally. Used a lot of profanities to describe the situation. He said that what was left over from the catering event is now dumped in the back of the van. That includes chili, baked beans, pulled pork. I don't even know if that's all of it. He said that it's so bad, beans will fall out. Or chili. I don't know which. And we're all going to go through this together. I don't even think he can pull into the garage. We're going to have to open it in the driveway, I think.
It's so bad. Like, there's bad, there's a shit, and then there's what's going on in the back that there's no words to describe. It's bad.
Okay, do you want to open it up?
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit.
So that's fun.
Oh, Tony.
Only that's on the carpet.
Can't even keep the camera steady. Oh, okay.
You want some chili?
Every single time I have to put that shit in the back of my Jeep and drive down my bucket ass fucking road down to the country where people are to meet me at the corner and give them their food. And I worry about that, dude. I worry about that same scenario every single time. I ain't lying.
I'm just glad that it happened post-event, if anything, because I mean that shit. I've been out there scrubbing that fucking van out all afternoon.
Yeah.
It still smells like chili, lemon oil, Arm and Hammer wipes.
Armor oil, you mean?
Arm and Hammer. Arm and Hammer's going to that fucking carpet tomorrow, John Z. So it's not off the table.
Sensei, listen, you literally lived my worst nightmare ever.
Oh, it was the worst. Oh, no. Man. Okay, he's back.
Yes.
He's back. Sensei, what's up, man?
Bill Dumas.
Poor Bill. Bill's trying so hard to be a good sport, man. I feel terrible for him. I feel so bad for him.
We need to buy him a case of hams just for trying, bro.
Right? No.
I'll tell you this, bro. If you've ever done a catering event, if you ever had to do something like that, it's going to happen at least once.
Yeah. Yep. Hot damn, how fast are you taking them turns? Not. I wish I could say I was, because it'd make it a cooler story.
That's the
what
worst
happened
part.
was, I'll explain what happened now that I actually have the chance here to. So I had tables. All right. So, Sensei!
Jesus.
Hey! We're talking about how I spilled 3 gallons of baked beans in the back of the van and 2 gallons of chili in the back of a van today that I had to clean up.
And then
Basically, I had on the way down to the event, everything was jam packed, like wall to wall. Everything was wedged in there, good to go. On the way back, after selling 5 dozen of boxes of donuts, there was some extra space in the van. So what happened was the tables were in there a certain way. I went around a turn and one slid down. And in the process of sliding down, it slapped both slow roasters and just threw them all over the fucking place. So yeah, that's how what really went down. I wasn't taking a turn. A table fucking fell and smacked everything. And I'm driving down the road and you hear the worst sound ever. 3 gallons of chili smacking up against the back of your seat. That's what.
Oh man.
So
what you're saying is you Jed Clampeted Granny's rocking chair into the van and chili and beans galore.
where my kid sits will never be the same. That's what I'm trying to say. So Sensei, have you ever done anything like that during an event where you just completely biffed it, everything hit the fucking floor?
No.
He goes, nope.
Not like that.
Not like that, but that's the clip right there.
Yeah, not like that, he said.
Look at this picture. I can see all you guys, but I feel like in one of those crime shows, at the horrible more. We worked down this road and we were supposed to get hooked up. That's when those 2 people ended up dead. Saying, look, I can see all you guys' face clearly, but mine's in the black. I feel like I should have, my voice altered. So we're talking about the mob hits.
He's the mob witness.
Yeah, I saw your luxury tower in Mexico. You seen some shit, man. I ain't asking no questions. I want no smoke. I don't want no smoke from what you've sitting in the last 6 months, man. I don't want none of that shit.
You've been all over the map, man.
I'm cool.
But all I gotta ask is Escobar still alive?
Well, that would be Colombia, but
he's everywhere, dude. Come on.
That would be Colombia, but I will say that in Mexico, you see a lot of, especially late at night, which is really strange. You go out late at night because it's a very late. Don't eat dinner till like 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. So people are out late. But it seems like the later you are down, you start seeing these pickup trucks cruising around the town with guys in the back of them with fully automatic weapons cruising around. Is that Federales? Is that Policia? Narcos? And I never got a straight answer.
It's all the same. It's all of the above.
Because it's all the same.
Yeah, I think exactly. I think it is well, that's a whole nother story. But
yeah, hey, we all got places to sleep and they know all. So before we go too much further down this rabbit hole.
See the guys.
Sensei literally sleeps in her backyard, so if anybody should be worried, it's him.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
obviously not. We should all be worried. He's
Why?
cool with them.
Well, I think it's on record. Sensei hates California, so Johnsy, you're out, bro. Sorry.
Oh, wow. Okay, whatever. You can.
No. I love Cal. I'm going back out there for.
Oh yeah. Guess what? Hey, you and Nombre can suck it forever.
Wow, Guy's not even here now. Hey, John's gonna get big bad when Dombre's not here.
Thank you so much for that.
I'm LA in December 11th, so I got to be in LA December 11th with.
Damn it! I will be.
Huh?
I'll be in San Diego on the 13th, though.
Road trip time, Johnsy.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm gonna be in the area. I don't think I take off until the 14th.
Oh my. Okay.
There we go.
Put it on, brother. Do it.
Hey, I will do
it. Hey, if you were in my neighborhood, hell, I'd hook it up, be there in a fucking heartbeat. I just get like mules and shit driving me down the damn road.
Okay.
There we go.
Easy on me, Grubs. Easy on me. All right.
All right.
Yeah, I got to.
I'll do what I can.
Yeah, I have a sausage class too on December 11th, and then on February 4th, I'll be back out on the West Coast, basically Seattle, Washington, at Jeff's Texas Style Bar. So,
Well, maybe February 5th is my birthday, so maybe I'll just ask to go to Washington for my birthday.
There you go. There you go.
hey, it's a good spot. Jeff Knott has Jeff's Texas Style Barbecue in Marysville, Washington, and he
Okay.
does it right. He would be a top 50 contender for sure. He's the only person I know of in that area that trucks up cords of post oak wood,
Let's go.
just to keep authentic. Nice. So he's doing it right.
Damn. All right. Yeah.
Well, I'm not unfamiliar with Washington. My my uncle and cousins used to live in Gig Harbor, so
I've
been up there a bunch.
So Grubbs, you were on the last show with Bill over here. You guys were talking sausage and all that. Have you tried or adapted or done? Have you guys worked off each other any since the last time we've talked? Have y'all talked? I mean, have y'all done?
One thing I tell you that I got from Mr. Bill Dumas the last time we talked, and he hinted at it on the back end of it, but that chicken sausage and how to make it so it ain't so weird in your damn mouth with chicken skin and stuff, but beef fat. Exactly what he told me. Last show we were on, beef. So the last chicken sausage I made, he's right. He's spot on, man. You know, I probably need to see if I can send him a little check or something. I don't know about for that information because this is the guy I aspire to be one day. You know, I might be up my little country up here in North Georgia. It's a whole different thing than Texas. But this dude's a sausage genius, man. And I mean, I love it all, man. I follow him. He knows I do. I follow him on all of what he does, and it's amazing. And I love it, man. I love it 100%. People up here, I don't know where because of where I live, it's different, but they're not so open to the different sausages he's like putting together now because of this is the heart bell or whatever it is. But if everybody would just taste them, what he's got going on down there, and you could taste that in Georgia, you could taste that in South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee. Damn. I mean, straight up, man. Hey, hey, Bill Dumas, hey, I got much respect for you, dude. I mean,
let's go.
Ain't no doubt about it, brother.
Hey, just to counterbalance everything, I think you suck. So there, we're back to even.
Yeah. No, hey, this dude's a sausage genius, man. I'm gonna tell you, because I make sausages. I print my own shit out, but it ain't nothing like what he's got going on. And I will get there one day.
Well, we
but
had
I print my shit out. I do well with it, but this guy makes killer fucking sausages.
There we go.
Well, we did one in Mexico you might be interested in.
With the goat?
No, in Mexico when I was in Monterrey, I hooked up with a couple of good folks that have a really interesting restaurant in Mexico City. They specialize in pre-Columbian cuisines as well as a lot of exotic meats. So basically, in what I wanted to do, because I knew we were going to be at the first annual Monterrey, Mexico Barbecue Festival, and I knew everybody else out there was going to do something, more or less traditional. That I didn't want to do that. I wanted to kind of pay homage and pay respect to Mexico and go back to its roots.
Let's go. Yeah.
But what I did is I sourced chicatanas, which are a large leaf cutter ant that are traditionally gathered and consumed in the southern states of Chiapas and Oaxaca.
Mm-hmm.
So they're giant leaf cutter ants, what they are. And this is the food of Montezuma. So I took those ants and we toasted those large chicatana ants and mezcal and butter. And those went into the sausage along with a really nice adobo.
Nice. That's badass right there.
See what I'm saying? Like, everybody needs to watch. Like, if you didn't hear it, and you're watching the replay, go back and re-listen because that's like next level shit.
And now, can you imagine the bite of that sausage? Think about it. I mean, it's like it'll be plump, but it should have like blow up in your mouth when you take a bite of it. You know, it's like damn.
Yeah, I mean,
well, the chicatanas had a very nutty flavor, kind of like a toasted pepita, but with a little slice of undertone of bitterness. Traditionally, here's the thing with the chicatanas, they're gathered during the monsoon season, the rainy season in the southern states of Chiapas and Oaxaca. But anyway, what happens is during the monsoon season, the ants come out of their hole, and the local peoples will gather them up by the tens of thousands. And the folklore is, and they bite, they're aggressive. The folklore is if you hold your tongue, between your teeth when you're gathering the ants, they won't bite you. But
I don't know if I trust that.
But when they gather them up,
seems
the
like a
ants
skill set.
are toasted on the comal, and then they're put in the hand grinder, the mollejeque, and then they're ground up with ajo and different chiles and traditionally made into like a salsa.
Wow.
Red, do you know this shit?
Sure do.
What do you know about it?
Well, like he was talking about, when monsoons come, you realize anthills, they have a huge network of tunnels within these anthills, right? So
Right.
the monsoon season, especially in like the Oaxaca region, are so brutal that it'll flood all those tunnels, and all of the indigenous population will sit there and just wait for it and to gather it. The salsa he's talking about is delicious, and one of the big things, like, they also roast them on open fires, not just on the camals, so you get an extra smoke flavor to it, and yeah, it's pretty amazing stuff.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So I snuck a bunch of them through customs.
Yes.
You go through customs, they say do not bring across animal products. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, screw that. So I snuck a bunch of grasshopper eggs. Yeah, I snuck a bunch of grasshopper eggs. Chicatanas through customs.
Address, bro, because I could use a care package.
Yeah, I'll hook you up.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey!
There it is.
I know somebody.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
shit.
hook you up, man. There ain't no
Absolutely.
problem. And by the way, here's another thing. So Daniel Vaughn, the barbecue editor for Texas Monthly Magazine, had a really nice big article about the barbecue festival in Monterey, as well as a lot of the barbecue establishments in Monterey proper, such as Old Jimmy's, Nomada, Ladies,
Awesome.
and so on. The guys down there in Nuevo Leon, they're really doing it right. And I mean, if they're serious contenders, if you were to magically transport those guys right here into Central Texas, they give us a run for their money. No doubt.
Let's go.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we had chefs Fareed and Chewy from Nomada in Monterey here about 2 weeks ago. And we had a big cabrito collaboration. Baby
Go.
and we turned those into different cuisine here at our under their direction. It was really amazing. We had on the sausage side of the house, we had machito de cabrito. We had that sausage, which utilizes a lot of the offal and a goat-based sausage. And then the second sausage we had was the tres moles, which utilized 3 different moles from Oaxaca, as well as a lot of mezcal, and then tostaditas in the sausage. And then the third and final sausage was the pan de elote, which was a dessert sausage with a lot of the glorious candies that came from Linares, Mexico. So it's pretty cool.
Time out.
Hey,
So,
Was the shit good or not good? I mean, I'm
It's
impressed with the language.
It's
But
just
how,
pretty
on a
good.
scale of 1 to 10, what would you put this? Like Icalotas and Lotas
No,
and
he
Leches
said-
and Tios and
No,
He
yeah,
said
that's a badass
he said
thing.
pretty good. He said pretty good. That's it. All that fancy was just.
I mean, I
pretty
want to
good.
go 1 to 10. I don't know what pretty good means. Pretty good 8, a pretty good
what I'm
5,
saying.
pretty good 9, 9.5. I mean, a 6.
Man, my favorite out of them all, the Machito de Cabrito was really nice because
Oh my gosh.
it really respected the region of Nuevo Leon, because Nuevo
Again.
Leon in the Spanish colonial period, Nuevo Leon was settled by the Spaniards, by folks from the Mediterranean, as well as Jews. So that's the reason why you get a lot of the grilling techniques.
Shout out Kanye.
Yes, and the trompo. Well, think about it. The trompo, right? The rotating spit on a fire.
Yeah.
Traditionally with gyros, right? Well, there it is in
Mhm.
Nuevo Leon. Al pastor. Think about where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very crazy to me. I love thinking about things like that. Those are the things that inspire me in respect to food, because food not only about what you consume, but it's about history. It's about people. It's about the cultural food history, and that really inspires.
So check this out. I got a question for you, and this is going to be right up Grubbs' alley also. So you know what mezcal is, right? It's kind of like the Mexican version of moonshine.
Oh, yeah,
So,
mezcal. Okay, yeah.
One of the secrets of the mezcaleros is they would hang pieces of meat in the cap of their still. So they'd have like full chickens or like pork shoulders. So think about this. If you took that post-distillation and made a sausage out of the meat that was hanging in the still.
No.
It's done. I mean, no, it's done. People probably didn't realize because when you're putting that shit on the side there doing it still, and you pull it out of there,
even fruity stuff.
You got to do something with it, man. Because if not, we ain't throwing stuff away. That's why you're making your own shit with the meat in the first place. So, no, you pull it out there. Yeah, it's pickled, but it can still have something done with it before it's like gonna kill you if you eat it. You know.
Now, what I've always done is I've taken a skillet and I've put it on top of the cap when it reaches heat, and then I've fried like hot dogs and like mac and cheese and stuff like that on it. Like I've cooked on a skillet top on top of the cap of my still, but yeah, I've never hung something.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Tony. If you ran your still that high to fry shit, that was way too high. Dude.
I said hot dogs. I didn't say brats. I just got to get them warm. Or a can of soup, like Campbell's soup. Like that's always good to heat it up on top of the still cap.
Yeah.
But think about using that meat as a base for a sausage and then adding different flavors.
I don't know, man. I use corn, and I'd have to.
Yeah, but mezcaleros don't use corn, dude, because they use like
it's corn.
No,
they don't.
Brought him. Stop it.
Hey,
there we go. There we go.
Hey, speaking of corn, check this out. All right. So we made with the dessert for the collaboration with Nomada was pan de elote, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we made the pan de elote sausage, correct?
Yeah.
So the problem that you run into with corn, or a lot with corn specifically, is it diminishes in flavor once you cook it. Once you do things with it, the corn punch diminishes.
Because with the skin busted and soft, they ain't got no flavor.
Yeah. So here's what we did. We solved the problem. So we devised a new technique. So we know we needed caramel for the pan de elote, the dessert. So we took the white corn off the cob. We shucked it, took the white corn off the cob. The white corn went towards the pan de elote. Okay, fine. But then we wanted to make a really corn punch with the caramel. So we took the corn cobs and sunk those in some heavy whipped cream along with star anise and cinnamon, uncovered, stuck that on the pit, and reduced it on the pit. And then that went towards the caramel.
Yeah,
what is going on?
But then it gets better. Because then...
He's like, that's the appetizer.
But wait. For the sausage, I wanted to have that corn punch that did not diminish. So we took the corn cobs, once we were done with them, once we poured the milk off of it out of the pit, Then we took the corn cobs and stuck them in the convection oven low overnight and turned and dried them. And then the next morning, we turned the corn cobs into corn dust.
Wow.
And
Oh my gosh! Get the frick
packs that
out of here.
punch of wicked corn flavor.
Corn flavor,
Does
yeah.
not diminish.
One of the things that I've done in the past, when you go to shuck corn, what do you do with the silks? You know, all those
Turn
fibrous
tamales.
strands?
Fucking yard, a damn deer will eat them.
Yeah, I mean, in Appalachia, we just feed them out to the deer.
Well, what we do is we fucking dry them
Yeah.
and then grind them into a powder and use it as an added corn flavored seasoning.
There you go.
And the same thing
So-
when they go to
Make it
flour.
work. Make it work.
Speaking of corn flavored seasoning, I think it's important to point out.
Oh, here we go.
Drink
Let's do
corn
it.
seasoning
Yes.
from Redbeard
Yes.
Seasoning just won the Scoville Awards
Let's
most
go.
unique seasoning of 2022.
Yeah. Hey,
Shout out.
I saw
Continue.
that.
That's all. That's all I had to say.
Hey, our corn husks, we give them to the chickens. My wife just mentioned in the comments. Shout out. Mrs.
Yeah.
Johnson's watching. Let's go.
One of the other things you can do when you your corn comes to flour, you scrape off all of the pollen and add that to your dried silks.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You have that really. You know what's really good, and I don't know how to pronounce the name. Is the corn fungus that you find in Mexico?
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
How do you?
Oh, like the where you get the growth
Yeah,
on the ears
uh-huh,
and stuff like
yeah.
that. You can eat that.
Yeah.
That's
Cook it,
awesome.
though. I mean, you know,
And it's
Man, we used to sit there and like cut them shits out of the field as a kid because they were like contagious and they would like ruin like a big chunk of the field. So they'd go and like rip them all out and throw them away and like burn them in compost. So they never were seen or spoken of again.
No, but they have
You
like
can
a
cook those like mushrooms, Tony.
Shit.
Yeah. tastes like a really good mushroom to me.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just a different genus and
And
file
that,
of
can
a
go,
mushroom.
that goes good in a sausage too if you do it right. That's what I mean.
Can we put some like psychedelic shrooms in some sausage?
Hey.
Wow, that'd be really that'd be uncontrollable, kind of like an edible. The
No,
problem-
negative, not uncontrollable.
Could you imagine eating a 10 milligram sausage of mushrooms? That'd be awesome.
Psilocybin mushrooms.
Hey,
Not-
I may,
Yeah,
I
psilocybin,
may
let's
or
do it
may
right.
not know personally. Be or no a guy.
John, to
who-
get to it, you do mushrooms. That's cool. I do too.
no, I do
Let's-
not. But
oh.
anymore. Yeah, I ate one time that was 10 grams by itself.
Yeah. Well, then you're like, do I do caps? Do I do stems? What are we
The whole
doing?
thing.
I
Oh,
don't know.
caps all day in a sausage.
Yeah, I mean, caps would
Come
make
on.
sense. Hey, it's legal in Colorado. Shout out Colorado. Good for
Hey,
you
you
guys.
you can buy them in stores here in Cali.
That's crazy as shit,
Yeah.
too, man. That's where I need to live.
If anybody wants
Come
to mail
on out,
some to
Krubs. I'll
Ohio,
show you what's up, buddy.
don't do that because that would be illegal.
No, man,
Hey.
yeah. Hey, look, I'm 61 years old. I've known this shit for fucking 40 years, man. Y'all just
Yeah.
tell me shit. No,
Hey,
if I can live somewhere where I just ain't got to worry about the cops busting into my fucking house, damn, I'm
hey,
down with
Krubs.
it. You
All right.
know?
Krubs,
I have a
you
Mexico
come
question.
to visit me, I could drive you 45 minutes from here. We could pick them live.
There we go. Let's pick some live shrooms. Speaking of shrooms and
15
narcotics,
years old, man, picking them live.
Mexico. What's that like with the narcotic scene? Is it as bad as what you think, or is it worse? Is everybody just blazing up fucking joints and stuff like it's all willy nilly? Shout out Willie.
Hell, that's a good way to get your ass in jail.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I mean, like where you're at, like your private estates and stuff like that. Are people just walking around and smoking joints, or is it like you have to go to a separate area?
Oh.
I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know. I mean, I've never been to Mexico. I got questions. That's the show, so
No,
we had to ask
cops
questions.
don't put up with that shit in Mexico.
Hey,
I
but
just
what-
figured like, oh
Hey.
fuck it. We
Hey,
sell
here it is.
bales of it to America. Wheat's nothing.
No,
Enjoy.
here it is.
Yeah.
Is it
You'd have to
legal
be in a
in your
very,
guys'
very private
states?
resort in Mexico, surrounded by
I got you, John Z.
your type of people to even do that, because they're down on that shit. It's worse than it is. I mean, between us and Canada, us and Mexico, it's worse.
Right. So what were you
So,
saying?
you know,
Straight up.
do you know what Santo de Muerte is? Or Santa de Muerte?
No.
Our Lady of Death. It's a folk religion in Mexico.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest things is what drug traffickers pray to.
Let's go.
Our Lady of Death.
The real gangsters.
You know, we pray for the death of our enemies and the protection of our kilos of cocaine and marijuana. The thing is, in Mexico,
Straight up.
Shout out.
Yeah.
it's for export, dude. Like, you're not gonna have people walking around burning J's and shit because you're wasting product.
And besides,
I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's a surplus. I feel like there's a surplus.
I mean,
It's really not. And you know what?
It's not.
It is so
commercial, man.
fiercely
Listen,
protected.
And here's
It's
the other.
ridiculous.
Here's the other thing. 80%. As of this, it's in a documentary, the Murder Mountain documentary on Netflix about Humboldt County and up there.
Okay.
80% of the weed consumed in America is still grown in the Emerald Triangle in California. Mendocino, Humboldt, Lake County.
Yeah.
One of the biggest problems we have here in the Southwest, because we have legal dispensaries.
I'm
in
not saying
Arizona.
there aren't cartels involved, but I'm just telling you it's coming from those three.
One of the biggest problems.
I ain't saying nothing about that. People come up missing. Go ahead.
One of the biggest.
Let's go. Let's go.
One of the kids in my son's class, his dad is the head field agent for the DEA here. So me and him have had a couple of chats. And one of the biggest problems we have here in the Southwest, we legalized it. So now we have dispensaries. So now the cartel guys are sending people up here to kill dispensary workers.
Oof.
Don't get too big in dispensary work. You may die.
Nah.
Hey.
So, Sensei.
Yeah.
When are you getting into the dispensary game down there? Are you running? Do they strap bales to you when you come back up? Because they're like, no one's going to fuck with the Sensei.
No, they put him in the trunk of his car.
I don't want to mess with any of that kind of stuff.
What are you trying to do, Tony?
Hey, you know what? I got a bone to pick with Sensei, by the way. Why are you never coming up north? It's always California, Mexico, Texas. Can we bring some Texas sausage to Ohio, for Christ's sake?
Tony, look out your window and check the temperature.
Yeah. Yes, I'm like a vampire. I have to be invited in.
Hey, dude,
you're invited in. I have a place for you to stay.
Dude, I live halfway between you and me and him, and it's cold as shit here.
So here I did my first. So today was like I've done like the lunches and the pre-sold lunches and meals and everything like that. So today I did my first ever pop up, and this was the weather. This was nice, and Sensei's going to come here right away after this.
Live, welcome to the first pop up the Dude Network.
Oh,
yeah, his beard is frozen.
That's terrible.
And you wonder why no one wants to go there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm more of a man than all of you. Y'all are like Southern sissy boys. I can't help that. And you know what's crazy is? Rev's from New York. That son of a bitch should know about it.
I live in the mountains, man. It's been snowing for 3 weeks.
You come to Ohio.
Oh. No, I don't do cold weather. When it hits 60 degrees, I'm ready to put on long underwear.
All right, so can we book a summer gig then next year or what?
Here's the thing, okay? I'll go anytime, any place, anywhere in respect to what I do, which in this case is sausage. So anybody out there wants to arrange any kind of class, be it individual, be it group, be it otherwise, I'll go anywhere. It just so happens that the roulette wheel has dropped on, the Southwest and California and so on and so forth, just because couple things. One, I've connected up with Harry Sue. So Harry Sue and I have been working together. Harry Sue, GoDaddy Barbecue, correct?
So, we know Harry Sue. We'd love for him to come on.
Like your mama, baby, he's the boss, man.
You can get a smoke ring in an oven. Harry Sue.
So Harry and I have been working together, And
What
I
happened to Johnsy?
conduct sausage classes at Harry's house in his backyard 4 times a year, once a quarter. So there's that. Plus our association or affiliation with Danny Castillo with Heritage Barbecue in San Juan Capistrano. So that kind of is
Out.
2 driving forces that kind of keep me in the California area.
Dude, rocking it, brother.
But that's not to discount other parts of the country. Selfishly, Georgia, hey, Georgia, hey, if someone can Fox Brothers Barbecue, I would love to work with those guys. You know, that would be cool. You know,
And I know another
Hey,
one.
I
Too.
know.
I'm gonna tell you. Hey, I'm Bill Dumas right now. Look, why not Georgia barbecue? Look, I'm wearing the damn hat tonight. These guys, we're in touch with this 41st Street in Canton, Georgia. These guys have got it going on barbecue wise. I'm gonna reach out, man. I don't even know if
Let's
it'll
go,
happen.
Grubs. Come on, buddy. Let's
No,
do
I'm
it.
gonna do it. But these guys are straight up, man, and this is like Georgia barbecue, the hard Georgia barbecue. But we need this shit up here. People need to know how to respect different sausages. And you're the man for the fucking job, but I'm telling you. But let me I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna reach out. I can't promise nothing, but I'm gonna reach out, and I think it will be a good pairing to get you to come here. And it's right north of it's like an hour northeast of Atlanta, you know, in the burbs kind of, but
yeah,
where people live. I'm gonna do that, man.
I will say. Oh, go ahead, Sensei. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
absolutely. I was just going to say, you know, spreading the gospel about all this kind of stuff would be a good thing. And I haven't worked that part of the country. I would love to, you know, work with folks, you know.
dude, yeah, no, you're rocking it, man. I'm gonna tell you, and we got our own little thing here going in Georgia barbecue, and people appreciate for what it is, but it's not like regional yet. I don't think it's much as it is could be. But the sausage thing, these people will wake up, man. I'm telling you, because I've tried to do sausage up here in my little part of the country that I'm in, and they're like, what the hell is that, you know? So, no, I'm gonna work. Do what I can, man. And,
Well, Johnsy, go ahead.
Are you sure? I
yeah,
got
we keep in touch though. He follows me up whatever on this, but we'll be able to make it work. And I'm gonna reach out to some guys I know that follow little barbecue things up here, and we'll see if we can't get you in.
There we
I
go.
think it'd be awesome as shit, man.
Well, if they say no, they're not welcome on the
They won't
show.
say no.
That's a fact.
All you gotta do is get to them. They won't say no. It's just a matter of getting that connection. They won't say no, man. It's shit.
Yeah, Carolina Style to You Grubs by Damon K. I can make that happen, Damon. You want to get grubs from Carolina Mustard? I can get that. I can make that happen. Yeah. Johnsy, you had 2 questions. Go.
Bill Dumas, can you please walk me through a classic linguiça sausage?
Oh man, linguiça sausage. That's not one that I've made traditionally.
Oh, okay. Well, how would you do a linguiça style sausage?
However, there's some things we need to consider.
See,
you know, and there's some different parameters. But just remembering what sausage is in respect to its science, it's an emulsion. Mm-hmm. It's an emulsion. So we just need to make sure a couple of things that we're adhering to our protein to fat ratios, which in this case would be approximately 70-30. And then we think about our salt ratios, which should be about 1.8 to 2.2% salt versus weight. But if you're going to be adding, if I were going to make that sausage, I would want to put maybe some red wine in there, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So, and another thing to consider with that would be you would want to, much like any other alcohol, you're going to cook that alcohol off, and I would want to wine down in a little saucepan, and that would amplify the flavors and reduce that alcohol, because the alcohol acts the same as any kind of acidic products. The acids and alcohol will break your emulsion. They'll break the fine. So there's also two things to consider. But I have not made that sausage individually, although I've researched it and I've looked into it. It's just not one that I've tackled yet. But
Okay.
keeping the base and the root, which are your protein to fat,
Mhm.
protein
Yes.
to fat ratios and your salt ratios, as well as how to construct everything solid, you should be good to go. But
Okay.
everything else is ancillary. It's added on after the fact.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. The second one is, have you or how would you do a Thanksgiving dinner sausage?
Oh,
I thought about this today and have an answer.
well, wait a minute. It's funny that you should mention that because
Yes.
Oh, look at this! I tell you.
Hey, I'm
Okay,
taking
proof
notes,
that
folks.
Sensei and the Rev were lost at childbirth has officially been confirmed.
Right.
Go ahead.
They're brothers.
well, it's funny you should mention that because I'm rolling out Thanksgiving dinner in a tube tomorrow at the restaurant.
Hey,
So
explain it.
what that is, it's dark meat turkey thighs, correct? I had about 35 pounds of dark meat turkey thighs. In order to boost my fat ratio up to where I needed it to be, I brought that up to a cool even 40 pounds overall catch weight by the introduction of 5 pounds of beef deckle fat, right? So
Right.
there's my fat ratio. I have roughly about
Next
about
level. Always.
2.2% salt ratio to that. And then I added all of my seasonings and spices post grind, no binder, that post grind.
Man.
I added sage, rosemary, thyme, onion, garlic, and then for color and flavor, ancho chile, because that's just what I like. Always remember to toast your spices, therefore waking them up and releasing the natural oils. Don't forget that. There's your spices. To that sausage, add it into it for a taste treat and a textural delight. So when you cut into it, you visually see it are big chunks of cornbread dressing,
Ooh.
cranberries,
Ooh.
and sweet potatoes. All
Ah,
Oh,
that sounds.
okay.
I mean, I don't even know where to go from that other than dip that bitch in turkey gravy, like whole link, dip it in there.
Yeah.
Or you could dip it in a cranberry
Yeah,
sauce.
stuff that in the case, Tony.
So
Yeah,
Bill,
yeah,
Hey, Bill Dumas, thank you so much.
yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
We're not worthy.
yeah.
We're not worthy. We're scum.
Yeah, we are, man. Hey, there's so much respect, the dude straight up, man. I mean,
No,
and
hey,
he,
can we
he makes
can
his
we talk
sausage.
about some of the pictures of his sausage lately?
Yeah,
I
go
think
ahead. Post
Rev.
them
You
up.
got. Hey, before we get into that,
Oh, you're
Rev,
right. Yes.
did you have anything to add on to this before we move on
Yeah,
to the next
please.
subject, Rev?
Please.
So I have my own version of Thanksgiving sausage, served on a bun. So turkey, do kind of a 50-50 between light meat and dark meat because you can get full turkey breasts and turkey thighs. To add your fat content, I went with potatoes, right? So dice up some potatoes and render a bunch of bacon fat with it. Okay, so that's
Hey,
where you get your added fat content.
Same ratio, 70-30?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
But
Bacon
then you
fat.
I'm just making sure.
But then you have your potatoes, and the starches act as a binder. So you cook
Yes.
your potatoes down in your bacon fat, right?
Yeah.
Blend all of that together, add your spices, you make your sausage, right? And what I was going to do is serve it with cranberry grain mustard relish, and then a turkey demi glaze for a dipping sauce.
what's
Okay.
So wait. Hey, what's Sensei think about this?
Well, I think I want it.
Yeah.
Hey, follow up with a New England clam chowder brat, and we're called a day.
Hey man, that sounds like a good combination. I like the addition of that demi down there too. Did you say you had something acidic to cut
Yeah,
through any of that, or no?
Yeah, so what I was going to do is serve it on like a toasted bun. And to
Yeah.
assemble it, you have your toasted bun and then
Yeah.
do a cranberry
Ah,
grain
there it is.
mustard relish
There it
and then
is.
your sausage on top and then your
Okay.
demi-glaze as a dipping component.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Not a damn thing.
Yay! All right.
Oh boy.
I'll take
I
my-
made
Are folks watching this? Are people
I
listening?
made a
like,
brat I
did
made a
you hear
bratwurst.
that?
I made a bratwurst once. It was
Hey
good.
man, that's
From
awesome.
scratch
time
your
at
own?
Bandcamp?
No, it was right out of the freezer. It was by Johnsonville. It was delicious.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey, my dad and I, we make our own sausage when we butcher a pig every year, but we tried tasting it once and it was a disaster. But I really am so fascinated and really want to get into the art of sausage making.
Now I have made like what you would put into a link. I just made it into patties.
Yeah,
And it was Polish. It was Polish. It was some kind of Polish venison brats, and it was some like Polish. God, I don't even want to talk about it, but like because I'll be talking like an idiot. But it had like jalapenos in it. But it was a Polish sausage mixture that you bought. It's called Fant. It was Fant. Fant. It was a Polish seasoning that you could buy here in United States, and we put that in venison, ground up some pork fat, and then added some diced jalapeno and stuff like that in it. That is the extent of my sausage making experience.
Dude, that sounds freaking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, but it was another guy's recipe, and he walked me through his procedure, but it was still really cool to watch. Well, that's why, if anybody is like me and wants to be curious about sausage making, you can take classes from one of the best over at the Sausage Sensei. So, Sensei, take this as a moment while you still have good internet connection here to talk about how people can reach out to you to book a class, learn some of this epic sausage shit that you've been talking about for the last hour. It's awesome. We're not kicking you out. We're just giving you a chance here while we're thinking of it to plug your stuff.
Yeah, well, it's pretty simple. If anybody wants, first of all, I'm drinking. Anybody heard of this beer?
Hell yeah!
Did you switch from hams to stag?
Yes.
Yes, hams. Dude.
He is the Dude Network. He is the Dude Network.
Class A. Class A.
So anyway, if anybody out there within the sound of my voice, with beyond the realms of reasoning, whatever,
that's all of us.
whatever want to take a sausage class, that's pretty easy to do. Just go to sausagesensei.com. That's my website. And a fully interactive website wherein it's one-stop shop. It gives you all of the information on the sausage classes themselves, as well as how to book it and pay for it all in one shot on the website, sausagesensei.com. Now, here's another one. I'm also connected up with Harry Sue, Slap Yo Daddy Barbecue. So all of my information is also contained on Harry's website on slapyodaddyBarbecue.com. So what that means is Harry and I have teamed up, and I'm in Harry's house in his backyard 4 times a year. We're conducting a sausage class. I have one on December 11th. It's in Diamond Bar, California. That's where Harry lives. The next one coming up is going to be in March 19, also at Harry Sue's place. That information can be found at slapyodaddyBarbecue.com. Then beyond that, I'll be in Marysville, Washington at Jeff's Texas Style Barbecue. And you can hook up for that class through Jeff's website at Jeff's Texas Style BBQ.com. So there's some ways to get your sausage fantasies dealt with.
Or you can come to the Dude Network next July 2023 when Sausage Sensei will be in person in Ohio, right below the Football Hall of Fame, teaching a sausage class.
Well,
badass.
I had to go big, man. I had to go big.
Yeah,
It's
that what-
official.
Hey, when is that? When is that? Say that July what?
Well, it's funny you should ask that, John Z. There's a couple Julys that were, Saturdays that we're looking at, but it's looking like it's probably going to be the weekend of the 14th through the 16th. Friday through Sunday.
Of July.
Yeah, July 14th through 16th. The Sausage Sensei will be in my basement, sleeping over on the couch, eating sausage
Oh,
while we drink some cervezas to some, and while we eat shroom, and we're going to do
Hey.
shrooms. We're going to do a lot of shrooms.
Look,
Yeah, we're like me and Sensei. We're going to do so many shrooms that we're going to be like on Fear and Loathing shrooms.
No, hey, I'm gonna send y'all some homemade shine from Grubacue in the hills too.
No, Grubs, you didn't let me finish.
I'm a raspberry, strawberry, one of my best.
I need some raspberry. That's
Hey,
bad.
John Z, no.
I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you.
No,
No,
John Z
what?
don't get any. But Grubs, you didn't get the memo that you're going to be up here too. I mean, you didn't let me finish.
I can make
Wow. Wow. All
I
right.
can make
Hey,
the trip.
I
I can
see
do
how
it
it is.
what y'all want to do,
And if
I can
he's
do it.
coming, we need some squirrel and some possum.
Hey, we can do that in Ohio, dude. I got that shit in my backyard. We don't need to go.
Hey, so do we
get
in
it fresh.
Cali. Hey.
You want to kill one, Sensei? You want to kill a squirrel? I got
Oh,
you.
boy. Here we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
What's
I
up,
got a
Rev?
pile of them up here. I live in the fucking woods, man. But no, we can fucking make a sausage out of that shit.
Oh,
There we go. Hey, sausage, gravy, and briskets is a real thing up here. Johnsy, what were you going to say?
That's right. And
Oh,
right.
he was bitching. Now he's got nothing to say.
I
Jesus.
was bitching about
No, hey, what's up, Rev? I'm out here on Los Island, boys.
I was-
Sensei, man. So glad to see you, Bill Dumas. Much respect, brother. You
So-
got it going on, Sausage World. I aspire to be like you one day. We will meet one day. I guarantee you. We will meet one day. And
There
so
will be
I
some
aspire,
serious.
man. I love what you guys doing, man. I love
Okay.
you from my heart.
you see, this is why.
I love it.
This is why.
hey, here's a joke for you. What does a Cajun call an armadillo?
Breakfast.
Hey, no, dinner.
Possum on the half shell.
It don't matter, hey, man.
Yeah.
It's on the side of the road.
Yes,
That's great.
that's awesome.
That's good shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sensei, like we have ingredients
Hey, you
up
know
here in
what,
Ohio,
Damon? Whatever.
and there's ingredients that I call him Sensei because he's the master. So, like, is there any ingredients that you haven't worked with that you would like to work with? Like up here in Ohio, you have morel season, which is like a sponge mushroom. Would that be something?
Yeah.
Or is there regional like vegetables that grow seasonal?
Yeah.
Regional vegetables that grow seasonal that you haven't got to work with that you've heard about, or you've got to taste, or you got to taste in other menus that you have trying to figure out a way to get fresh regional local ingredients to incorporate into a sausage dish that you haven't got to do yet.
Yeah, generally speaking, whenever I'm in an area, I like to do a little bit of individual research to figure out what type of cuisines are important to the geographical region for which I'm traveling to. And I like to try to incorporate those into whatever dishes I'm planning to make. And I plan a menu around that. So I'd have to do some independent research. You said something about a mushroom, and that it really intrigues me. So I've worked some with truffles, but not to any large extent. So if there's a mushroom up there, as you mentioned, I'd be willing to try that for damn sure.
I might have some dehydrated up there that I can mail you now. It's dehydrated, but if you throw it in water, it's called a sponge mushroom. It's a morel. It looks like a sponge growing on the ground. It's very edible, very high class up here. Like $80 for a plate of like if you cover a styrofoam plate, it's like $80. Like it's stupid. And but I know them up here. I grow them, but I have some dehydrated, and if I do, I will mail them to you. I promise.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
that's really good. There's a lot of different things that you could do with that. My head's spinning already.
There we go.
So, has anybody ever heard of the lobster mushroom?
I've heard of it. Yes.
Yeah, but I've never
So,
had it.
lobster mushrooms have like a buttery seafood taste, and they grow naturally in Northern California. I was just camping a couple last month, and they were growing all around us.
And
Sounds
that
if
would be
if you do mushrooms and gorgonzola, dude, those are delicious.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
that's what I'm saying. I need to find a way to get some of those, dehydrate them, and we need to work out a sausage with that.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Yes, absolutely. Yes to that.
So, have you ever had any experience with indigenous cuisine?
Well, other than the aforementioned chicatanas and armadillo,
Armadillo. Yeah.
I mean, from like the Native American reservations here in the Southwest.
No, to be honest with you, not anything specific. No,
So,
but more than game.
If you ever come to Arizona, I will personally talk to one of the tribes here and have us go out to the reservation for you to experience actual tribal cuisine.
Done. When are we doing it?
Yeah.
Hey.
He's the Rev White Trash Mike. Whenever you want, he's 24/7 available because he's white trash. That's the thing. If you're going to be white trash, you're always available. It's not like he's got a job.
No, he
You're white
does
trash.
have
You
a
don't
job,
have employment.
Tony.
I mean,
he does
You know-
too have a job.
well, you know what I mean, like the
Good
9 to 5.
Lord,
He don't
man.
got the 9 to 5. He's
Hey,
not.
when you burn,
I mean, look at the guy. He's
burn
not
us,
going to the
man.
bank. He's not going to go make you a loan at the bank anytime soon.
Wow, dude, because he has a jacket.
No, okay, Rev.
Good
Am I
grief,
being complimentary of your lifestyle or disrespectful to your lifestyle?
No,
at this moment?
100%.
Tony's only mad because I only work like 3 hours a day.
That's
I'm not
it.
mad.
And
I'm not mad at
everything I
all.
own is
I'm trying to
paid
give you a
off.
compliment on your lifestyle choice, man. Damn, my bad.
But seriously, if you want to understand what it's like to experience Native American cuisine, we can work that out.
Hey, can we work that out for some of your buddies too? I'd like to experience
I mean,
That's
that.
hey,
offer,
Sensei's
dude.
in. Everybody's getting offers, but whenever it's just us, like nothing.
Oh, no.
I live in the
Oh, you want to talk crap now, but Johnsie's out for this cool meetup for everybody. But Johnsy, yeah, you're talk a big game, whatever.
Yep. Way to go, Rev.
I was talking to you, Tony.
What about me? What did I do?
Hey, we're cooking sausage, having a sausage class up in Ohio. Grubbs is coming, the Dude Network, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Johnsy, sorry,
Hey,
you're
no,
out.
man. I want to come, man.
I'll clip it. I will clip it.
No, you can clip it. I
I'll
said it.
clip it and email it to you.
I said what I said, John.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the
Ohio, I'll come up there.
There we go.
Johnsy, they
Okay.
can do their thing in Ohio. You come out here and we'll have
Yeah,
a grand
and I'm
old
gonna
time.
do
Yeah, and it'll be way better than their party.
Doubtful, but you can try.
Plenty of bottles of moonshine.
Yeah.
Devil's lettuce
Hey,
legal.
let's see.
you know.
Let's take a poll real quick.
Strawberry, raspberry, peach.
Raspberry.
Raspberry. I'm all in on the raspberry. That sounds
I am.
black
That's my
raspberry.
favorite. Raspberry is the bee's knees.
All right. So who had a question? And we were going to do a round table here. Round table answer. What was it?
Round table answer.
You're going to say, okay, which one, like what, California or Ohio? Which one would you rather? Is that what you were doing?
Me?
Somebody was doing
not
a would you
drunk.
rather.
Hey,
All right. We weren't doing it, so scrap that.
oh no, we were, and I would totally rather go to the trailer park and Indian reservations and learn some culture and cool stuff.
Actually, you know what,
other than
Johnsy?
going to the Football Hall of Fame.
Actually, Johnsy, I'm with you on that. I'm not even going to argue with you.
So yeah, so I'm out. I'm glad you're doing your little solo trip.
I'm just saying, I just get in agreement with the guy, and I'm still an asshole. What do I got to do here, guys? What do I got to do?
Hey, I had a moment. I'm sorry. One time on the Dude
you
Network
know what?
history,
I'll
I
still
get
fuck
one
myself,
moment.
Johnsy. You know what, Johnsy? Anti-California. I'm back. I'm all the way back. I'm buying into that ticket.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, Turlock
Damn,
sucks.
Hombre ain't even here yet, dude. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh no, he tried to come in. I kicked him out of here.
So I have a question for Sensei on Harry Sue. You do a lot of work with Harry Sue, a lot of collabs. What is he like for people that don't know him behind the camera screen?
You know what? Harry is probably one of the most genuine, honest individuals I've ever met in my life.
I believe it.
He has a way of imparting wisdom. This guy he's like Yoda. I mean, it just free flows out of him. And he's very inspirational in the way that he presents information and advice. He's a fountain of really good advice. He's a fascinating character. Did you know that in his 20s, he had the distinction of being current? No one's broken this record of being the youngest international 747 pilot for
What?
Jesus.
Harry Sue?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
He's good at killing people in the sky? How do we not know about this?
Yes. So that's pretty cool. And then in the 80s, during the economic downturn in the mid 80s, roughly, I remember that.
The recession.
The Great Recession in the 80s, he was laid off. And he very humbly went back to school. He went to Texas Tech and got an IT degree and then worked his way through college there at Tech. And then from there, he worked for like at least 30 to 32 years with the city of Pomona, California, keeping the water department running on the IT.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
And that's what he just retired from.
Yeah, I have family that live down there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
But, you know, as famous as he is and as worldwide known as he is, he's probably one of the most humble and genuine people I've ever met in my entire life.
Well, here's how I know you're sorry, John Z.
No, you're good.
I know how you're like. I have a feeling you could do sausage and all your stuff that you do with anybody, but it seems like you always end up with Harry Sue, and you're a guy that's and I say always. You know what I mean? Like every year, like every year you're doing something with Harry Sue, and you're a guy that can kind of pick and choose who you want to work with. So the fact that you do a yearly thing with Harry Sue, because no offense to I'm not trying to fanboy you or anything, but you're a pretty big fucking deal too, and a lot of people would jump out of the line to do stuff with you, but you choose to do it with Harry Sue, which means to me he must be a pretty cool damn dude, or you would do it with somebody damn else every year. You know what I mean? Like you could do it with everybody, expand your market, do everything, but you personally choose to keep going back to Harry Sue. And I think that needs to be commended here on this show of like the value there in that, and like how good of a dude Harry Sue is. He's not just some guy that's like really big talking shit to everybody. I'm better than everybody else. Like he must be like pretty fun to be around, or you would go somewhere else, right?
Well, he's like I said, he's very humble himself. He's a very humble, genuine person. I mean, he goes out of his way to help people, and I can go on and on and on about his humanitarian causes that he supports, and there are many. And he goes out of his way to really support people in the industry on the comp circuit and otherwise. He has a platinum reputation. To be for sure. He's just a really good guy. I just don't know how to illustrate that unless you spend some time around him. But no, yeah, he's a good guy.
He comes across like that if anybody follows him, like really follows him, he comes across like that in a lot of his videos where he just pops himself on and starts talking about where he's at and what he's doing there.
But here's the thing. He prides himself. Well, that's probably the right word. Well, he doesn't own a bunch of fancy equipment like $1,000 barbecue pit. He cooks on whatever's available in front of him. You'd be surprised. And he has really good, really excellent results with cooking on, I hesitate to say, almost nothing. But he has a scientific mind. You got to remember, he was a 747 international pilot at about
I'll be right back.
years of age. So he has a very scientific, analytical mind where he picks apart every small detail and crawls down rabbit holes with him. This is discover the end result and what
Yeah,
it takes to get.
till it's absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
always call that the exercise in lateral thinking. That way
Yeah.
you can plug all the holes.
And it,
yeah,
my grandpa was a navigation pilot. Like exactly, I know exactly what you mean by how deep they'll think about stuff.
yeah. So that's something I respect about them because I don't operate that way. I operate out of gut instinct. Yes, that's not correct.
Yeah.
I respect the science and I respect
Yeah,
the application
absolutely.
of science.
Yeah.
Not as analytical as Harry or some other people in that genre may be. We're all different. We're all individuals. You know, we have
Yeah.
different ways of approaching the subject. But it's for me, it's inspiring to be around a person like that because I pick up a lot from him and I absorb a lot from him and I've learned a lot from him. And every time I'm around him, I learn something. And that's my goal. My goal every day is when I lay my head on the pillow, I ask myself and I think to myself, have I learned anything today? Is there anything that today's series of events taught me for better or for worse? And I consider that myself.
What a valuable thing to do every night. I mean, no matter what you're thinking about, food, life, work,
Yeah.
whatever. What
Yeah.
a yeah.
I
Well, I
feel
reckon once you turn around, you better make it count.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of, go ahead, Grubs. One last thing. We're going to go to our next segment here.
Hey,
Go ahead,
Sausage Sensei, man, you got my respect. You know where I come from. You know what's going on, brother. And man, I love you. I think you got going on more clothes than a lot of people do. You know?
Right. Hey, love is in the air. Hey, hey, we got.
I want to get there one day.
There we go. We're going to make it happen, Grubs. First, you got Australia to kick, but another exciting thing we got tonight. We're pulling out all the stops for Sensei. We got Doobie. Doobie at High and Dry, who's hopping in here. Love it.
Doobie!
Oh, we got Christmas tree at High and Dry.
No.
Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree.
No,
Oh, John Z. Howie hates thee.
Oh, my God.
All right, well, we got rid of John Z. That was one way. Good. Hey, Juby! Look at you getting rid of John Z in 5 seconds. That's fantastic. New record. New record. John Z's like hanging out in the background here. But speaking else in the background, John Z, get back on here because I don't know if you've seen this guy yet, Sensei, but he's a good friend of the show. He's a hell of a guy. He's an American. We all agree that this guy's a full-blooded American.
Yeah.
Yeah, hot-blooded American at that. He's a stallion. He's been on CMT. He's drank beer with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, yeah.
He's our friend, Shotgun Shabo. What up, brother?
Damn it.
Well, oh, shit. Wait. Okay, he coming out shocked. I should have fucking known better.
Yeah.
All right, here you go. So the floor is yours, sir. Sensei, watch this. Jesus H. Christ.
Ain't having fun. Let's shotgun one, boys. How we doing?
Hey! Styling and profiling and slinging them down the throat, jugular flying. Let's go.
Bro,
Just made it up.
Hey,
Shabo,
Tony,
how we doing, brother?
I've got to give you, bro, how bad is the car?
It ain't good. It ain't good. Let's just say I spent 5 hours cleaning that sumbitch, and I'm still going to call the. I'm still going to call.
You can tell, guys. Y'all can tell the demeanor in his face. He's like, honey.
Shabo, you just kicked his dick in the dirt, bro.
I love it. No, I embrace it because I've been kicking my own dick in the dirt all day.
Bro, I feel so bad because I've been there and I've done that. I've had a 5-gallon pot of goulash dump out in the back of my Tahoe before, and I know how bad that shit can get.
Well, I tell you what, the funniest part of that video when she was like, "Can we open it?" and I'm like, "No."
Please don't.
He's like, "Do you want to open it?" And I'm like, "Nope."
Oh,
Dude,
Hey,
well, I've never laughed so hard.
I
Oh
told
man,
Tony-
that turkey
Hey,
roaster falling out hitting the deck was the best. Is the second best part of that video.
I told Tony two things. One thing, he looked dapper, and the second was that was like my worst nightmare. He had a bean waterfall out of the back of his van.
I told him to just drive into a ditch and collect the
And
insurance.
then
money.
all you seen
Yeah,
when
I
he
agree.
opened up when he opened up the side doors, all you seen was juice dripping out as soon as the door started opening.
Rev
All
and
I'm
I-
gonna- I'd like to take this moment to shout out my dad for buying me a shop vac that was a wet dry a couple years back. That thing came in fucking handy today.
see, Rev and I have the same idea. What you should have
Hey,
done.
this is my best friend Larry.
What's up, Larry?
What's up, Larry? Larry, I have a neighbor named Larry. I hate that
We
guy.
don't talk about Larry's on
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
show.
we having a big bonfire tonight.
Hey,
Call me lapdog Larry.
Hey,
yeah, that's
Tony,
lap now. You're
Tony.
lapdog Larry. He's lame-o Larry. He's lame-o Larry, my neighbor. His name's lame-o.
Tony, Rev and I agreed. What you should have done as soon as you knew what happened, you should have started a small fire and crashed it into a ditch and rolled out and had Alyssa report it stolen before you lit the fire.
That sounds like a good idea.
And
He's like, man,
Make it happen.
I don't know. Alyssa's got like 40K on that video now, so I don't think it was a bad idea.
no, I'm not saying it was. I'm just saying I would have
I know.
maybe that
Me and a
direction.
couple of
and just
homies
had
could
a
have.
You know
random-
what's crazy is,
Yeah,
I-
I
on
know
the-
a few people too, Rev.
like, if you ever like had something bad happen where you just like accepted your fate, like this is a fucking mess.
Yeah,
like,
oh,
and you're just like, fuck it. Like, I called Alyssa. I was like, get the phone out. It's bad. Let's make something funny out of this because it's nothing funny is going to be about it as soon as I get home. Because I don't even know if I should like. It was so bad that I felt
It was
guilty
so
conscience
bad.
going to a random shop vac place to use someone else's vacuum. I was like, that's fucked up to do that to someone else's equipment.
I would no way. I would have sent it to someone else.
I know that's guilty conscience Tony coming in. So
Well, I don't know why on earth you would feel that
buy
bad.
the equipment
Hey,
at
hold on, wait.
Walmart,
Did anybody else
fuck it
realize
up,
that
and
Grubbs
then
was
return it.
holding? Anybody else notice that Grubbs was holding his beer up like this, like he's getting ready to cheers for like fucking 5 minutes?
no, sorry, Grubbs.
Sorry, girl.
That's why we bring Shabo on.
Sorry, Grubbs.
Sorry, Grubbs. We love you, Grubbs.
Love
Sensei,
you.
how you doing down there, man? What's better, stags or hams?
well, let's see here. I don't know. I think they're almost the same. That they don't sell this down here. When I was in Columbia, Missouri, that's where I picked all the stag up. I bought 2 cases worth just for the hell of it. You know,
I've never heard of stag. It's funny how every region, like Wisconsin, they got spotted cow. Like
Yeah.
they have an ale up there called spotted cow. It's delicious.
or Schaefer.
Schaefer's is delicious. You got Blatz. You got Schlitz.
Yeah, let's talk about Schlitz. The original.
I don't know much about Schlitz, but my buddy
There's
just
no
up here,
way.
he just discovered Blatz, and he said Blatz is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It's giving me heartburn thinking
Well,
about it, bro.
Oh, Rev, live a little.
Hey, let's get a couple of 40s, buddy.
It's all about Mickey's, bro.
Yeah, hey, by the way, where are we at on the Mickey's thing, man?
You settle down. You settle
Yeah,
down.
he was hot. He was hot on it like it was about to happen, and now we haven't heard anything.
Take it up
Hey,
with more
you know it takes.
I
It
chatted
takes,
with them for like 3 days straight, and now fucking nothing.
Whoa, where did we go?
Monday, I'm gonna have to get on the horn again and see if I can ruffle some feathers, dude.
Yeah, be like, listen, I will go above your ass. We need Mickey's. Hey, Shabo, we're going for Mickey's. That's going to be our official Dude Network sponsor, Mickey's.
Mickey's?
Green grenades? Wait, I know you know something about some green grenades.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he knows. I love it.
what you do is you take a 40, you drink it down to the label, and you fill it back up with orange juice.
It's called that
Brass
monkey, that
that
funky monkey, that brass monkey.
Hey, it's not like I know the recipe or anything. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know it
Yo,
either.
that's the ghetto mimosa right there, dog.
Yeah, no, that is a
Okay,
mimosa. It's not
baby.
ghetto. That's a
the
mimosa.
original mimosa.
Hey, all I'm going to say is I will take an old English brass monkey over a mimosa any day of the
Old
week.
English
bro.
brass
Any day.
monkey? Sir, you need to correct that statement.
Makey's, bro.
I will not. I will
No,
not apologize. I
we
will
are
not
not-
take
we're-
responsibility. I will not take responsibility for the children that are going to be conceived after that statement I just made. I will not take responsibility
First of
for any of
all,
it.
everybody's got softies now because you mix Mickey's and Old English.
Not the OE, bro.
All in favor of the California guys saying that?
I know it does.
It's a Cali thing.
Okay,
Yep,
yeah. Let's
yep.
make it a Cali thing. That's fine. That's
You're
fine.
the only one that has that
I'm
opinion.
actually,
You're from Cali.
when I get-
You're the only one with that opinion.
Actually, I'm not, but you interrupted Rev.
Nope, Rev's
Oh,
with me.
It's all about the Mickey's, dude. Sorry.
My
Yeah.
next,
You
when I
suck
get off,
it.
believe it or not, guys, when I get off the boat this next trip, John Z, I need to text you and see when you're. I'm actually wanting to come out to Cali because I've never been to California before.
There we go.
Suck it 3 times, Tony.
He's going to come
For
out and see
one
how bad
show.
it is. I mean, if you want to confirm that it's not that great, go ahead.
Hey,
John
we'll
Z lives in
go
Turlock,
to the
California.
Redwoods. We'll pick fresh lobster
It's in
mushrooms
a-
and grill them up.
It's in
Whatever.
the Central Valley. The duck out there is fantastic. He's never had a bad duck in California. Best duck you'll ever have in your life.
Keep talking your crap, Tony. Keep
And
talking.
probably
I'm giving you a compliment on the exquisite foul cuisine in California.
With
So
a
why am I?
tone, with a
See what?
tone
Hey,
of
Sensei, you see the
bitterness,
shit I deal with
Christ.
over here with this guy?
Oh,
You know, I try to compliment how good his duck game is out there, and I still get shit on. What do I do with this situation, Sensei?
Well, I don't know. If you put those morel mushrooms with that duck, that could be pretty amazing.
how about
I've had
lobster
morel mushrooms with
the
duck, and it is amazing. It's delicious.
Yeah.
I just haven't put it in a sausage form.
How
Dude,
about
a little-
lobster
little
mushrooms
port wine
with the duck?
reduction blended in there would be amazing.
Amazing.
garlic and onion at least, you know.
Yep. Liver and onions. Let's go.
Yeah.
Little
Right.
mini shallots,
Liver and onion.
roasted garlic. Yeah.
Movie.
Liver, hell no.
What's up, Larry?
What's up?
Hey, Larry.
He said that like he was excited.
Yeah, well, we don't like. We have a history of a Larry.
Well,
Larry,
y'all ought to get to know me. Y'all love me.
did you get that beard from Spirit Halloween, or is it real?
It's real. It just grows like that.
Larry, where's your leisure suit, bro?
Yeah. Leaping Larry over here. He's about to go jump on a parachute train.
Oh man, dude.
A what? A parachute?
Or is he Lucky Larry? He might be Lucky Larry. I don't know. He looks like he could be a Lucky Larry.
I don't know the way he's leaning. He don't look too lucky.
Correction. Lucky Strike Larry.
There we
Lucky
go.
Strike Larry.
Strike Larry.
He's going out the rev. He's going out the rev. Down the res, man. I love it. Shit. Sensei,
Yo.
any big plans for the holidays coming up here, man? You got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, and all the Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa shit in between. Like, what's up?
Ain't doing shit. Not a damn thing. The in the restaurant biz, you know, this is like a big kick in the pecker, right? It's this time of year, so any kind of downtime is just downtime. So you know, I ain't got nothing planned, dude.
There we go.
Oh, you know, one thing I was gonna mention in March. None of y'all are gonna be in this area in March, are y'all?
Well, I don't know. Where is it?
What's the story?
Well, we got the first annual Devil's Backbone Tavern Boudin and Gumbo Festival that we're working on out here in my woods. So, and the entertainment is Jesse Leger, one of the most premier accordion players from Southwest Louisiana, will be the musical entertainment. But we got about 14 different barbecue restaurants, half of which are going to be in the or are in the Texas Monthly Top 50 rating. involved in the Boudin and Gumbo Festival. If y'all are in the area.
When is that?
March the 12th.
All of a sudden, Grubbs is paying really
Hey,
close
Tony.
attention.
Actually, like,
Tony,
No man.
hey, we all been talking about getting
Here,
together.
Gumbo.
yeah, I mean, we have been talking about getting together, Shabo.
Yeah, there you go. And as it turns out, I'm the event organizer.
That shit.
Oh man, I'm actually texting you this now.
Yeah,
March 12th.
but hey, the
Yeah,
venue
no.
is the venue is the Devil's Bone Tavern, which is a classic Texas country honky tonk beer joint that's been open since 1933. And
33?
1933, and it is the
what the?
So you can wrestle a ghost?
And I tell you who owns it. Are any of y'all country music fans?
Yes.
Well, of course.
Who owns it is Robin Ludwig and her husband, Lunchmeat Ludwig. And Lunchmeat was Robert Earl Keen's original bass player.
Does anybody know Robert Earl Keen, please?
Yeah, and then Robin Ludwig.
Copenhagen?
And then
Oh,
Robin.
my God.
Her name is Robus, and so her two brothers are Charlie and Bruce Robus. That's who owns the place.
No way.
Johnson just lost his mind.
Dude, raise your hand if you know who Robert Earl Keen is. Keen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what
Okay, there's more hands getting raised than I would have imagined.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it's all about, man. I raise my hands too. Shit.
Yeah, sure.
I'm coming down there in the
Hey,
gym.
you know what? We've never asked.
And we cooking it, man. I mean, a boucherie is a whole hog killed. Let's split it up. Let's cook it up. Let's do what we got to do. And I'm coming down there to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and we're going to do it, man.
Johnson, hey, everybody, I started working on, I work for the riverboat company now, and I go down to the Gulf and back up, and I get on and off the boat down in Louisiana now.
Oh, shit.
Whereabouts? How far down do you get off the boat?
Oh, I get down off the boat. We can get off in New Orleans or we can get off in Baton Rouge. It just depends on where we stop for crew change.
Yeah. Are they hey, is that casino boat still in Baton Rouge?
No, I push barges.
No, not you.
In general.
There was a casino boat there in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, they're still there.
Yeah, the Baton Rouge. Yeah, the casino boat. It's
on
landed.
the Mississippi River. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was just wondering. Hey, man, there's a really good place to eat. I'm going to turn you on. It's near Ponchatoula, right?
Ponchatoula.
Ponchatoula.
In the river. Ponchatoula. And it's called Middendorf's. It's right there, right on the Pontchartrain. And I'm telling you what, you've never, ever in your life had better thinly sliced fried catfish anywhere than at Middendorf's.
No, you're right on with that.
Okay.
I mean,
I have questions on. I'm a big fan of the catfish, thinly sliced catfish.
I mean,
break that one down for me because here's how I do my catfish, and it all comes down to how you clean them. Really, you slit the gill plates all the way across. You snap the back of the neck. You let it drain out, and it takes all the red out of the meat. And so it's a white fillet. And then I cube them up, and then I roll them in like Cajun batter or whatever other kind of batter, and I pan fry them in like olive oil or bacon grease.
Now,
or whatever.
Tony, hold on. You doing full catfish or filleted catfish? Because it sounds
filleted catfish in chunks that are bled out.
Yeah.
But hey, Tony, and what he's trying to tell you is when you cook catfish in fucking Ohio, ain't the same way we cook catfish in Louisiana.
That's what I'm saying. I'm curious. Like, no, this is I want to cook catfish every way possible. I'm not very. I mean, I talk shit like Ohio, but
all right,
I think we can all agree. I am not a big like Ohio is the king type situation. I want to learn how to cook every kind of style, every kind of way, the best way possible.
But
so, I want to be educated in this moment on Louisiana catfish.
Here's what they do at Middendorf's is take a whole fillet and they cut on the bias, very thinly sliced up the fillet. and you've never had it that way, because the only place that does it that way is Middendorf. And
I've got to try that. I've got to try that.
That sounds delicious.
But the way I do it up here in Kentucky is when we go catch big blues and flatheads and stuff like that, after we fillet them, I'll get spicy brown Dijon mustard.
Yeah.
Roll it around in it.
Yeah.
Throwing in this, believe it or not, Jiffy cornbread mix.
Yes.
Then throw it in the fryer and pull it out.
Yeah.
Hit it with some Cajun seasoning or salt and pepper, however you like it.
Winner.
All right, so Sensei, how now you're breaking down there though? I want to hear this though.
What do you mean?
Like you were talking about like their difference down there of how they do it in Louisiana.
Okay, so
on that vessel with the thinly sliced catfish.
The name of the place is called Middendorf's. It's just this side of Ponchatoula, right, which is south of Hammond. They're right on the northern bank of the Pontchartrain, right?
Right.
And the place has been there since about 1920 to 1922, and it's the real deal. And they thin slice that catfish, and no place else does it like that. And that's what they're known for. People go from miles around just to go there, and it's kind of a quasi honky tonk kind of beer joint in the Louisiana fashion as well. It's
I kind of join.
Right.
So I mean, is it sautéed? Is it fried? I mean,
oh hell no! It's fried. But here's the thing.
Of course, it's fried.
The batter is not real coarse. The batter is really fine. It's real fine. It's very light. It's not heavy at all. It's very light, but it's fried.
So it ain't like a cornmeal, or
it is, but the cornmeal is really fine, almost like
it's like masa.
Almost.
Oh, okay.
Almost, but when you eat it, because it's sliced so thin, in combination with how thin the batter is it's very light. It's almost indescribable. And what they do with the catfish, from what I understand, they won't give away trade secrets, so no one knows exactly how they do it. But they give the catfish a bath in a saltwater brine, and they go directly to the batter and directly to the peanut oil.
I was wondering if they were doing like a buttermilk or something like that. So
no,
really,
no,
saltwater,
not that at all, brother. And here's another thing: when it's soft shell crab season, crabs are that big. I swear to God, they're huge.
Oh, wow. Hey, still to this day, guys, I've never had soft shell crab.
Me neither.
It's different. It's different. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite.
Oh,
everyone tells me it's a different, like texture-wise.
The sweetness of the crab makes a difference in the crunchiness of the shell. You know,
yeah,
I mean, it really does.
But you get that mustard that's inside that crab, and I mean to tell you, that packs a wallop of a flavor.
Seasoning, man, but you still have to balance it against the crunchiness of the shell, depending on how they're cooked. Because soft shell crabs, I mean, they could be hard or crunchy, or they could be like soft and mushy. And it's the flavor that makes it work like it's supposed to work. I mean, my opinion. I mean,
well, what I do know is I love Southeast Louisiana, and you can go on an eating safari down there and go crazy with the different cuisines and different. It's awesome. It's a food paradise.
Cajun and Creole are different, man. Cajun and Creole are different.
What is that? When I get back down there, what is that? What do they call us? Couillon?
Oh, he's talking.
Couillon's good, man. Couillon's good. That's all it is, man. I mean,
no, not like the Couillons don't know what they're doing. Like a person don't know. That's that Louisiana like Cajun French, like Couillon.
Like someone that doesn't someone that's fucking stupid that doesn't know what they're doing. Is that what you're saying? Like what would be like that guy don't know what he's doing?
He don't know what he's eating. Don't know how to cook. He don't know what this kind of food is, and he's couillon.
No, that's a couillon is just a normal person, but it's trying to make because they're
It's
the
like
ones that
homie.
fucking doing everything to do personally to be exceptional. But a couillon is just a guy who's just doing the damn work, and you know the work is what makes it good. So
Oh,
it's different.
hey,
So you see how you say,
Well, I
yeah,
guess I've been watching. I guess I've been watching too many of them TikTok videos of the stale cracker dude. He's like, all you couillons don't know how to make Cajun
yeah,
hey,
but
food.
no, like I said, hey,
Hey,
you know, they
he's
say you don't know
questionable
how
at
to do
best.
that is because they can't accept the fact that they are a part of of the whole situation. That's why they say you can't do it. It's not you don't have to do it if we do a couillon. A couillon, I tell you, look, I you want to be a couillon, it's all a part of it's a natural thing, man. But it's natural barbecue, it's natural life, it's natural uh making good food, good food. I mean, it's a southern deal, and being a couillon is a proud thing to be because I can cook southern food. But
Okay,
because
so Stale Cracker saying like all you other couillons, like all you other Cajun cooks. A
hey, I,
couillon
He's
must be
only
like
trying to cook Cajun.
I think
yeah.
it's
So
depending on the context it's used in, right?
no,
I mean,
That's the
yeah,
way.
I mean it's like
That's
anything
Cajun
what
else.
it's
Like
getting. I
yeah,
guess
couillon,
it's
dude,
used
or you
in
can be like,
exactly.
hey, couillon, or you know what I mean? Like, I feel
Yeah,
like
like yeah, you're a stupid couillon. Like all right, fuck you. Yeah,
question.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I got a question.
no.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
Sensei, time out. Sensei, go ahead.
hey, I got a question. So I've been hearing reports that the Mississippi's whack way down. How down?
Way down.
How hard is your job right now? What's going on with the river?
All right, Cincy. I'll go ahead and tell you this right now. We come down from southern Mississippi, and we went all the way down to the Gulf. Well, we got to New Orleans, and we turned boat, which means you drop off the tow that you pushed down, and you're picking up tow to go back upriver.
Yep.
Well, we's coming back upriver, got past New Orleans, got past Baton Rouge, and right after we got past Baton Rouge, this is no shit. I seen a sandbar, a football field and a half wide, and I said, I'm kind of curious because these motherfuckers are out there partying. Like they're building, taking all the driftwood, building big bonfires and shit like that. I said, I wonder how long this some bitch is. We followed it for almost 15 miles.
Damn. Damn.
And them motherfuckers were out, excuse my friend, but they's out there
Nah,
partying.
come on, man. Like he's disrespecting the show by thinking he has to apologize for that.
No, but I'm serious. These motherfuckers are out there partying.
There we go.
Because
Send
my
it.
shift started at 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. because we did 6-hour exchange.
Hey,
Yeah.
Did not
Tony,
stop.
hey, all you guys got to know, man, the shit flows from fucking north to south. You know, on the Mississippi River. I mean, that's a fucking fact, and you can't do nothing
That
about
party did not stop. Them fuckers did not stop partying until at least 4 o'clock on Monday morning.
Right.
Out there riding razors, side by sides, riding on them damn sand rails. They was getting it.
I believe it. That sounds like a blast.
Dude, tell me about it. You know how bad me and a couple of my coworkers wanted to be like, hey, can we just go chill with them for like an hour?
Can I get a 10-hour leave, please?
Yeah.
I wonder what's causing the river to be down so much like that. That's unprecedented. I don't think I've ever heard that before. I wonder what's causing all that.
That's the same thing here, though. The Colorado River.
Who else would cause it?
No
like
rain.
Bone dry.
Well, I didn't realize that it was like that there because
Someone put the Dud Network.
well, here's where I'm at. We haven't really had measurable rainfall at all.
That's
since
awesome.
May, for example.
Y'all fucking on crack, man. Yeah.
Sensei, I was someone called us the Dud Network, and I had to repeat that last thing again there.
What was that?
What was the last thing you just said right there? I had to deal with some bullshit there.
No, I was just saying, it's just crazy to me because I was just watching the reports on the Mississippi the other day, not realizing that it was down as far as it was. But then one of you guys said something about the Colorado, and I know that Lake Mead is way down as well.
Yeah, they're finding like
Sensei,
bodies in like oil drums from the mob in the 70s.
Does anybody else know about the diesel fuel shortages?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, look at the gas. It's $6 a gallon, so it's probably.
Hey, but the thing about it is, look, what are we going to do? The motors on the fucking barges, the push boats, is locomotives. It's 2 locomotive motors on my boat.
Yeah.
Runs on diesel.
Yeah.
Coast Guard's got to shut down. What happens?
No, what you got to think about is there's no diesel, there's no commodities because everything touches a truck, whether it comes on plane, boat, train, anything comes to the store by a diesel truck.
How does it get to the truck?
Well, by something else run by diesel. And guess what all the farm equipment runs on?
Diesel.
Good call, Tony. Good job.
I live on a farm. Everything's diesel.
Have y'all heard of
a gas engine means short-lived in the farm world?
Well, have you heard about the strike that's about to happen with the rail companies as well? There's 12.
That's been going on for a couple months. Is that still a thing?
Yes, yes, it is, and it's about to come to a head December 6th. 2 of the largest unions with representing, I think Union Pacific, and I think maybe Burlington Northern Santa Fe. If they don't get their union agreement, they're gonna go on strike.
Yeah, that goes the same for up here, RSX.
Let's go, Brandon.
RSX. John Z.
What?
I heard it.
I know you did. And I hope you heard it good and listened.
No, we don't.
No,
we don't talk about Bruno, John Z. We don't talk about Bruno.
I'm not talking about anybody else besides how pissed he is now. Wake up,
I know that's been like a messy deal. Actually, like it's been like everyone's like, aren't they unions?
That's
like,
been a messy deal. The whole situation, our whole lives have been a messy deal.
Well, that's life
for
in
a
general.
couple years.
I'm right there. Everything's a fucking shit show, man.
Yep, send it.
Yeah, fuck it all.
Hey, let's get back and
fuck it all.
Sausage or something. Oh boy.
Okay, here's the next beer right here.
Lone Star.
He's all over the map.
Oh, man.
Love Lone Star.
Like Sensei's like went from Hams, the Stag, the Lone Star. He is like one step away from completing the cycle. I'm
waiting for him to pull out a vintage Rheingold.
Yeah, Rheingold and Rainier, and that's it. He's completed the map.
I mean, I think at Dos Equis, and he's officially the most interesting.
Where do you get out of here?
Yeah, Corona. Dos Equis is like still Mexicano, right?
What about
stop?
How about Modelo Negro, bro?
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff.
Modelo, man.
Love Modelo Negro.
I love Modelo. Period. Both.
Yeah,
Especial and Negro.
Way better than Dos Equis or Corona. Get out of here.
No, they both suck ass. That's a fact.
Tecate, or Carta
Tecate.
Carta
You got Tecate Light. I don't know. I never took it seriously because you could buy it in 30 packs in Ohio. So I was like, how official can it be to Mexico if it's 30 packs in Ohio?
You could buy 30 racks here. It's like the
but I'm saying like it's in Ohio, so I never looked at it as like a legit Mexican beer. If I can buy it in a 30 pack in Ohio, it's not legit.
That's what Tecate is. It's the Mexican beer pong beer. It's like the only Mexican beer you can get a 30 pack of cans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like the Bud Light of Mexican beer.
I'm going to buy Busch Light if I'm going to do that. I mean, I'm buying if I'm going to go buy Mexican beer, a 6 or 12 pack. Period. I ain't going to go buy a 30 pack of Mexican beer.
Or you could just buy good beer that tastes good in like a 6 or 12 pack, and you get the same effect that you're looking for in a 30 pack of shit beer. And it tastes 10 times better.
Is anybody hear anybody else talking, or is it like this?
You know, like
I feel like I hear like a snack. Like
no. Okay, whatever. That's fine. You guys want to talk about supporting local. You guys want to talk about supporting local all the time, but no one talks about local breweries. We're just like, oh, Busch Light, Colorado Kool-Aid.
You know why, Johnsy?
Let's talk
Do you
about
see
good
any
stuff.
advertising for any local beer sponsors?
Up there.
Man, my tablet isn't charging. My iPad's not charging.
Yeah, well, I don't see no Busch Light money neither.
Hey, no, we don't see nothing. Oh, we lost Doobie. We lost Doobie. He was trying to talk, and like Johnsy just wouldn't let him. Like Johnsy's like, Doobie's not allowed to be on this show, so Doobie's gone. So let's go back down to 5.
Yeah, it's Johnsy's fault. Let's blame everything.
Well, I would say it's somebody else's fault.
It's okay. It's okay because my ass, when I get off the boat, I'm going to be in California. And me and you's going to be on the same screen.
I'm not going to sit there and say it's Johnsy's fault, but I'm also going to sit there and say it's not anybody else's fault. So,
hey, I'll go ahead and say this.
Yeah, well, you can suck it, dude.
You can stay out in California with your name. Hey,
I would give Johnsy
Sensei, this is why California can't have nice things.
Tony, he sent me a video of him shotgunning, what was it, a 24 ounce?
Yeah, 2 of them, by the way. That night.
It was a 2.4 ounce.
Dude, he was smacking them and he was trying. I give him props.
Johnsy shotgun.
I will say,
you guys see what? Hey, so Sensei, and you guys see what I put up with on this show.
Yeah, no, this is what I put up with. Like, I'm actually willing to put my pride aside and say Johnsy's a shotgunning motherfucker too. I mean, I was gonna throw it out there.
Thank you.
As much as I hate you right now, I still have to give you credit where credit's due.
All right, boys, pull them out. We're gonna give you the brand.
Fuck yeah, right on my ass cheek. Hey, Sensei's first.
Hell no.
Oh, come on, man. We're not carteling up in Mexico. I mean, if we offered you a second level penthouse suite, you'd get that brand. Come on now.
I got some Brandon irons out in the barn. You want me to whip one of those out for you?
I want everybody to whip everything out right now. Like, like here's my brand.
Get the brand.
I want a mushroom tat like right here.
Okay, but I get to trace it.
Hey, you know what a mushroom tat is, dude? Are you serious?
What is it, Johnsy? What is it? I don't know what that means.
Hey, why don't you get a face tat?
Like I'm in 3rd grade. Come on, man.
I have a helicopter. I don't know.
Hey, Johnsy, you want to demonstrate a tea bag for us?
Yeah, Johnsy, why don't you know, Johnsy, what is a mushroom tat?
Like I said, as long as I get to trace it on the forehead, Tony.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly, right there. Yeah.
Johnsy, don't just piggyback on Rev all the time.
It's like those lip tattoos. Is that your girlfriend's lip, or is that just some standard issue? Are you getting the tattooer's mushroom, or are you getting Rev's mushroom?
Does it matter whose lips it is?
If it was my mushroom, it would be your whole forehead, Johnsy.
I'll never forget it. When I was 17. When I was 17 years old, I begged and pleaded my mama. I said, I want to go get a tattoo. She took me to the tattoo shop, and I picked out my tattoo that I wanted to get. I got on the chair, and he said, all right, pull your britches pant down. And I said, why the hell I got to pull my britches down? He says, this is what you're getting. I said, what the fuck? I said, what the fuck is that? It was a pair of lips. My mom had done kissed, put on some bright red lipstick and kissed a piece of paper. And she said, that's the tattoo you're going to get because I was the first one to kiss your ass. If you don't like it, we're leaving.
Did you do it?
Huh?
Did you do it?
Fuck no, I left.
I'm like, oh, what about the Shishabo's ass? Let's go. Sensei, do you have any tats? Bill?
Yeah, I do. It's right here, but it's the Grim Reaper.
Nice.
No, there's a backstory to it. When I was in the service, I was in the Marine Corps.
Hey, happy belated Veterans Day, Bill.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So we got drunker than Cooter Brown, and we ended up in San Diego, out by the port.
It happens.
Yeah, and there was, in the seedier area of San Diego at the time, and we walked into the tattoo parlor. There was this biker chick that was 9 months pregnant, and she was the one that was going to give me my tattoo. And I remember there was a lot of back and forth. It started going into labor. Who would finish it? You know. Luckily for me, she did not go into labor. But on the other half of it, my buddy took her home.
Oh,
nice.
Hey, you can't be double pregnant. Just throwing it out there. Just can't get her more pregnant.
Hey, man, the stupid things that Marines do.
Hey, you know what? That's not a Marine thing. Like, my wife pregnant was like the best ever. Just throw that out there.
Wait a minute. Here you go into a tattoo shop. You see this random.
That happened right now, Alyssa. Just so you know.
She's at the bar. Fuck it.
They're talking
She's
about
watching midget wrestling again.
As she goes
December 16th.
And the dude goes home with her. What the hell's that about? Craziness.
I mean, 9 months pregnant. I mean, it's fair game, right?
She was just. He was just helping her go into labor.
Oh, I forgot about this guy.
What the hell are you trying to do? You trying to get laid or fucking induce her into labor? Like, what are you trying to send that survey?
Maybe it's my kink, Shabo. Maybe I want both.
He was helping her.
Been grailing it too hard and give that baby a clip.
Hey, all I'm going to say is that post-pregnancy boobs, like, you don't stop looking at them.
Here we go. We've gone here on the
Well,
network. Here we are.
That could go two ways. That could look great, or it could look like those natives in that National Geographic.
Well, I'm talking like milk-filled ones. I'm not talking about the.
Or it could look like a couple of rocks in the bottom of 2 tube socks.
Oh, that's tough action.
Hey, young men out there, these are facts.
Sensei will appreciate this story.
It's old.
People always ask, like, why do you have an after party? This is why we have.
This is why.
Hey, admit it. The first naked lady you saw was in a National Geographic, right?
Dude, 3rd grade. Thank God for South Africa. Thank you. Shout out South Africa in the 90s National Geographics.
That's hilarious.
I always found it fascinating that I couldn't look at.
My dad had a Playboy subscription, so thanks, Dad.
I always found it fascinating though that you couldn't look at like a American.
Oh wait, let me get to that.
You go to the team like I can look
at to see my first set of titties. All right, Daddy had a Playboy subscription, and he'd sit there on the shitter, and he would literally be like, Stephanie. He'd call Mom, and he'd give her cigarette coupons out of it. And then he'd put the son of a bitch back in the fucking. He had a cedar tote right there at the end of the bed, and he called them bastards up. And me and Chris would go in there and steal 1 or 2 at a time.
I used to cut the centerfolds out of my dad's Playboys and sell them at the private school.
Oh, absolutely.
America.
Bill goes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's how you make free
entrepreneur
money,
right there.
That's hey. Fake it till you make it. Hey, Dumas filled me on some plots of his high school years. I would have killed that kid. That's all I'm going to say. I would have killed him.
Rev had something.
So, Sensei will appreciate this. I got a buddy of mine named Lou, and Lou is an old Nam vet. He was in the Navy, and when he was stationed in San Diego before he left for the war, he wanted to get a tattoo. There's a tattoo shop that was about to close, so he walks in, and his old timer looks at him and says, I'm not doing any fucking anchors. I'm not doing any fucking battleships. What do you want? And he picked this Asian style tiger on his arm. And anybody heard of Sailor Jerry?
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
that's the guy who gave Lou his very first tattoo.
No shit.
No shit.
Damn it.
Badass.
That's badass. Now, is he still living?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like 82 years old now.
When he dies, someone needs to flay that off of him and tan it.
No shit.
Silk and some hide
out there that does that now. Like,
hey, there's a
Yeah,
There's a
they'll
company.
preserve all
There's a
your
whole
tattoos.
company. And
No,
they'll put them in like
Yeah.
a shadow box thing for your family.
no, fuck.
Max.
Yeah, in a
Yes.
frame in a shadow box.
Yep.
That's like
That sounds like the dumbest, coolest thing ever.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm 100%. It's like cool, but it's so Dahmer too.
yeah, it's like Jeffrey Dahmer.
It's
No,
very
that's like
like
some
1941.
that's some cheap creeper shit.
Yeah,
Like
Jeepers
Spook and
Creepers,
Bulb.
where are we going to get them peepers?
Did you guys hear about that guy in the UK that had to get like a toe amputated? This was like a year or two ago. He had to get his toe amputated for some odd reason. And he decided to take it home. And the doctor let him. Like, he had to sign waivers and all this stuff. He took it home, got a group of friends, and they made toe tacos.
Yeah, a guy did that here in the States. He was in a motorcycle wreck and he lost his leg from the knee down. And it's legal, it's yours. You can keep amputated limbs. And they were always making this joke about cannibals and shit, and he made tacos out of it. Yeah. That's a real thing.
Fuck.
Hey,
look it up,
hey,
it's a real thing.
Bill, real quick, with that sausage? Can we sausage
Yeah,
that?
I mean, what's the fat content? I mean, are you looking at like B8? Like, are you looking at like fat content reports? Are you pinching the tricep to gauge their BMI? I mean, what before we determine the fat content? What are we doing here?
No.
I mean, what's the difference between a skinny blonde and a fat ginger? I mean, what are we doing?
Dahmer's a hot show right now. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about Dahmer. Dahmer's made the clip. Let's go. We're sending Dahmer on the preview of the show.
Well, I just don't understand why he made tacos. Why wouldn't he do like also buco out of a shank?
I mean, I don't understand why we don't do a butt roast. If I'm eating anything off of the human being, it's the ass cheeks.
That's the classic thing. Best rump roast you've ever tasted.
Rump
Get
roast
the
you've
fuck
ever
out of
had.
here, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm going for the backstrap, the tenderloins.
Why not some
Sensei,
ribs,
what were
bro?
you gonna say?
Personally, I would have made sauerbraten, but that's
Hold on, wait. What is that off of Hannibal Luck? The sweetbreads.
Thymus.
Thymus, Glenn. That's it. Thymus.
Yeah.
Sweetbreads.
The
Hey,
old neck
that's
muscle.
actually really good.
All I know goes good with Chianti.
Outstanding, dude.
Oh yeah.
Nombre, who's
Especially
my
like
witness tonight, is all about
brandy.
Bro, clip
Look,
that.
riddle-
I'm going to.
if you are eating traditional barbacoa, which is the cabeza, would you eat the ojos?
No.
I've eaten a pig eye before.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just too much for me. I think that texture thing.
Well, no,
I don't know.
I've took an elk eye out and ate the fat. Tastes just like fucking
chicken
pizza dough.
So has anybody ever eaten actual brain of any animal?
Yeah,
I have not.
Yeah, say so.
Absolutely.
World brains are amazing.
So
I've only experienced
it one time. We roasted a whole pig, right? That's the same pig I ate the eye from. And it was really, really good because it was like the best pork flavor I've ever had, but it was the consistency of pudding. And pork flavored pudding is not very palatable.
Texture is a thing.
So here's the deal. Hold on, real quick for the pros right here. We got a couple pros. How do you cook brain properly to make it good? Because it's got to be good.
Well,
you can pan sear it and then flambe it with a little brandy, and then use like some garlic to add texture to it.
Okay.
Well, traditionally it'd just be a hard sear with some eggs.
Yeah.
All right. There it is.
I was just about to say because when I slaughter my cows, keep the cow brain. Brain is very, very nutritious. Like it's so packed full of nutrition, it's unreal. And you sit there and
organs are good for you.
You freeze it, and then you send it, and you have it sliced. Like we'll slice it. This is how Papa does it. He'll slice it.
Oh, Papa.
All right. He's got a deli
Shout
slicer.
out to the one leg.
Yep.
The good leg.
He's got a deli slicer, and he'll cut that son of a bitch about a 1/2 inch thick. And like Sensei said he'll pan sear it. And you serve that up with some sunny side eggs.
Oh yeah.
Not happening, but I'll just.
Hey, little Worcestershire sauce.
Okay. I mean, I can't knock on it because I haven't tried it. But if it's
Dude,
that
I'm
good,
telling you, it's a flavor of the animal beyond anything I've tasted. Like way porkier than any pork.
Well, the
I
thing is,
butcher in my own
gotta
pig
realize-
every year,
yeah,
but
Well,
it was just the consistency got me of that
it
particular taste
could.
that I
It
got.
could for you, but like, I mean, I'm curious
Brain-
on that.
brain
But go ahead,
is
Shabo.
is a fattier tissue, a softer tissue. So what's going to happen after you slow roast it and break it down over?
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly. It's going to turn to mush. But
That's why you have to
also-
like hot pan sear it. That
also-
way it gets a crust on it, dude.
Hold on a second. Could you do something though, like they do with the bone marrow, where you make it
And
like a
roast it?
spread
Yeah.
after making it mushy? What did you say, Bill?
Oh, about
Yeah.
that. I've never done that.
What? Okay. Whenever you, have you ever had like barbacoa, like traditional barbacoa, the cabeza, the cow head?
No,
the
not like that. No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
when
they
you-
roast the whole head and then they split it open.
or not to my knowledge, anyway.
When you crack it open, the say-so, they can be different consistencies depending upon the length of cook, you know?
Yeah.
So it depends on what you're looking at, you know? But traditionally, that would be mixed up with all the other parts of the cabeza anyway, you know? It's all mixed.
Yeah, the cheeks, all that, blah blah blah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that would kind of offset some of that textural difference and kind of add a different.
But you know how they make spread out of bone marrow and stuff. It gets that mushy at that low and slow. Like, could you then like mix it with some herbs or some butter and stuff and
Well,
make
I
a
don't
good
know.
spread?
It's you sit there and
Thank
take
you.
like a beef brain or a pork brain. I like it wouldn't break. I don't know how that break down, honestly.
No, listen to me. The brain that I tasted, I grabbed a little chunk. It was solid enough for me to touch for a second, but as soon as I put it in my mouth, it was pudding, like a pudding, like mush,
Just
like
deteriorated and
yeah. It didn't taste bad at all. It was delicious, but the texture of tasting pork and the consistency of pudding was off-putting in that moment. But there's gotta be something there, is what I'm getting at.
I don't know. I feel like textures are weird, man.
They use pork brain and sausage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, let's hear this, because how do they implement the brain in sausage, as the fat or what?
No, it's factored in as part of the protein because there's no.
Okay, yeah, it's a muscle.
Yeah, there's no fat in brain tissue.
Yeah, it's just a muscle, right?
So, what does the texture of the brain turn out to be like when you put it in sausage? Then?
Well, it would be very, very almost like a pate, almost.
Yeah, that's my okay.
Exactly.
It'd be like a pate.
Yeah.
So it'd be almost like a blood sausage or something like that, kind of. Or
yeah, it would be. It's and depending upon the animal and depending upon the length of to which it was quote unquote emulsified, I guess for lack of a better term, then that will obviously determine its consistency. And so I've had it where it's also a little bit grainy as well, and I don't know exactly what caused that, but nevertheless, but yeah, it'd be like a pate. But I'll tell you the worst thing I've ever tried. Want to hear the worst thing?
Yes.
So Harry Sue brought a durian fruit into the restaurant.
Nice.
No, I've heard. Hey, no, there's not many people that like these.
Oh,
John Z,
has
tell them what you have to do.
Oh, it was repulsive. So, yeah, it was disgusting. First of all, you're not in Indonesia. You're not allowed to cut open a durian in public.
Yeah.
You can't bring them on public transportation or like in hotels and stuff. Yeah.
Secondly, the durian tree is very tall. They'll grow up like 150 feet in height. So you're not going to crawl up there and get a durian. And the durian is like the size of a basketball, and it's got spikes. But the weird thing is they fall from the tree, and they only fall at night. They don't fall in the daytime. So don't walk around the durian tree at night with those fucking fruits up there.
Yeah.
That's a quick one.
That seems like that's a loaded statement, but we'll go.
Yeah.
with it.
Johnsy,
He
you got to
cracked,
tell him about your challenge, dude.
but he cracked
Oh
that.
no, hold on.
So he cracked the damn thing open in my production facility, and the immediate stench. It smelled like.
Death.
You ever have like a?
Yeah.
You ever had like a fish that had been laying on shore?
Oh my
Fun times. It's like a combination of that and rotten cabbage.
god.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Like a dead cat and like burnt garlic.
It was horrific, the smell, but then the texture. Let's talk about the texture. The texture was like pudding, like
custard.
pudding.
yeah.
Pudding.
Yeah, when you cut them open, they have these little pockets, and the only thing that's edible is this weird sludge that's in the little pockets.
It's like an abscess of fruit.
It's just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was like eating an abscess. It's
Yeah.
a pus-filled abscess
In a fruit that smells like death.
Yeah. So, anyways, but then the flavor tasted like a combination of rotting cabbage and rotting onions.
Oh. Oof.
It was
I'm good.
horrific.
And that's supposed to be savory?
No, they love it. But
They love it.
But wait a minute. That pales in comparison to balut.
Oh, don't even get started on balut, bud. Don't even.
We had
fermented egg with the embryo in it.
Hey, we had a whole discussion on foods we will never eat again.
That's like that damn 1,000-year-old egg shit.
100
the century eggs, yeah.
Century egg. Oh my
But
god.
then, not only that, but when you're in the Philippines and you're walking along, you see the street vendors, for which there are many. The guy over there with the really long, thin turkey legs. Really nice. Don't get one, brother. It's a fucking monkey leg.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Fucking bushmeat, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Are they terrible?
They're not good.
A buddy of mine, when we were in the Philippines, we got out of one of the bars. He ate one, and once he found out about it, he was pretty pissed off. So we were walking down the street, and there was a bunch of monkeys, and he was still pissed off about eating the monkey leg. He was tricked. He felt like he was tricked, and so he tried to kick this monkey. Oh, wrong move. That monkey shredded his pants. Looked like Jethro Bodine. Fuck out of it.
I heard the monkeys will call their homies too, and they'll straight
Yes.
Yes.
All right, guys, I love y'all, but I got to get back to family time and stuff like that. Everybody's here.
It's fucking Larry. Don't lie to us.
Oh no, everybody's coming over here to the garage door.
I've been trying to listen to y'all. Y'all talking about some crazy shit. I almost come in here and stuff.
Hey,
if Larry don't follow the Duke Network, Shabo's never allowed back on here ever again. Book it.
Well, by golly, I'll follow y'all.
Well, thank God for that, Larry. I was worried.
Hey, y'all talking about fish earlier. My grandma, she used to tell me at the mall that you can eat fish fries. You know where they catch all them fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, I heard it. Never mind, that was me. I thought that was the fucking somebody else saying that.
That's a great talk.
I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all be careful. Stay safe. Yeah. I got to get back in here with the rest of everybody else. Mom done come to the door, asking when we coming back in. So,
hey, dudettes, Shabo and Larry. Thank you.
Later, Shabo.
Hey, thank y'all. We'll talk
to you, Shabo.
All right.
We appreciate you, Shabo and Larry. Larry!
Larry. I'm not sure what just happened.
Oh, we got Larry. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I mean, Larry's marketable. We can deal with Larry. That could probably be the title of this show, Larry. And I'd click.
So, Johnsy, you gonna tell him what?
Hold real quick before we get to that. Do you guys know what balut is?
Yeah, it's
did you catch what he said, Tony? Do you know what balut is from the Philippines?
It's bad.
It's a gestated
goose egg.
Goose or duck egg.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like 100 years old or some shit like that.
No,
Like,
no, that's a different century egg. That's different. That's horrible.
Blute is literally a duck egg that's gestated to the point where it has feathers and shit.
Yeah.
I'm
It
good.
is horrific.
Yeah, I'm bad. I'm bad.
So we're talking about all this, and I unwittingly, I'm not sure how it happened. I went back and rewatched it, and I still am puzzled. But I got myself into a blunder and have to eat surströmming.
Yeah, I don't know what you did there.
What is that?
Hey, Sensei, do you know what that is?
No, but I'm intrigued.
Oh, it's a good one.
It's
So,
not.
Surströmming is
It's good for everybody but Johnsy.
Fermented canned fish from Sweden.
Awesome.
When you crack open the can, it smells like a dead body.
Is it worse than gefilte fish?
Oh, much
way
worse.
Yeah,
Like,
for whatever reason, it's bad. It's worse than that.
When you
you
have to import it. And
did it make you want to start singing "Dancing Queen" by ABBA?
A little bit. It was Fernando.
Eden, yeah.
I don't know about that. I want to get with that when I talk to you on the phone. I mean, I know that, Sensei.
It's gonna be bad for me, guys.
So my grandmother, my great grandmother, was from Finland. That's my mom's whole side of the family, all Finnish. And every New Year's, every year, you know, my great grandmother would make lutefisk. You know,
we were talking about that too.
I've heard about that one.
Oh,
Cured in lye.
Woo! You want to
Yeah.
talk pungent? That was
Yep.
like, but it ended up being like fermented fish jello.
I told you, dude.
I know.
Like
I
nobody
know
believes me. I'm like, yeah, it's cured
I
in
know what
lye,
lutefisk
and then they
is.
like salt it, and it turns into like
Tony,
fish
don't shake
jello
your
when
head.
you
It's
eat it.
huge in the U.S.
What
I mean,
about
the
that,
Midwest. So let's see your lutefisk collection. Come on.
What about that green shark in Iceland? Is that where they do that?
Yep.
Where they eat the green shark?
Yeah, they hang it outside and let it ferment
Yeah, they
outdoors.
let it ferment and all kinds of shit, and then they have
Yeah.
to like it's poisonous, right?
dude.
Up into a certain point, and then they like do something to it to where it's
Yeah,
edible.
it's because of the ammonia nitrate from the fermentation process.
Hey, do you know why the green shark's so crazy like that? Because it lives so deep, dude. It's
Well,
like
it lives in the deepest. It lives deeper than every
deepest
other
part,
shark
like-
we know about.
Well, which means it has more oxygen in the flesh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's like when you like ice fish.
We're
Like,
smart too here, guys.
yeah, like people like want to sit there and give like people like, oh, they're nuts for ice fishing. Like you, unless you've had a panfish out of the ice, like there's nothing like.
See, I want to do that really bad.
Like I mean, it's like a bluegill or a brim or whatever the fuck you want to call it, or a crappie. Like you pull that thing out of the ice, or a walleye or a sawguy. That meat is so firm, so white, and like it is the best tasting fish ever. Because the colder the water gets, the more oxygen it gets, the better the meat's going to be. I mean, that's just the way it works.
Good stuff.
That's why fresh trout tastes 1,000% better and nothing like other trout. Because when it gets cold and you fish for trout, they go way deep.
On that note, though, trout also require a very clean environment to survive. So if you're catching trout, that's actually a pretty good body of water that you're fishing in, because any kind of like above average pollution will wipe out trout and they won't survive or thrive.
They're
so
really
you got to have
rich
cold spring water. Cold means good oxygen, good flesh, good meat. So anytime you catch trout, eat that bitch because it takes good water.
I'd rather have like a really cold river or stream trout, like up in the mountains, than out of the lake.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the point.
Of course, in Albuquerque,
But
in
see,
New Mexico,
that's
where
not
you
like
catch
stream water. Even when I was up in Oregon and other places, like I think it like a running water fish tastes better than like a standing water, at least fresh water.
Can I ask you a question? When you cut open the lake trout,
No.
what color was the meat? White or pink?
I'd say it's somewhere in between, depending on the type of trout. If you get a stalker trout,
here's it.
more
Yeah,
on the
stock
white
trout
side.
is white.
Yeah,
stock
if
trout
you
is
get a
white.
nice like a cutthroat or something like that, it's a little bit more on the pink side.
So when you get white trout, it's going to taste a little bit different because it's been farm raised on all kinds of food. So that's why I asked that question.
Yeah.
Oh,
And beware trouser trout. You don't want
Absolutely.
you only
That's a
eat that
dangerous
one.
game. That's a dangerous game.
you don't want.
What happened to Tony? We lost Tony?
No, no, he's good. He's good. He took a break.
Oh man. This pee break is brought
Hey,
to you
so
by
Surströmming is so bad that it comes in a regular can, but it's all distended because it
It
continues to
literally
ferment.
descend.
It's about to explode.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
when you
Oh,
crack
good.
it and hisses out, and you have to open it outside. And somehow I walked myself into trying a forkful of it.
How
Why?
was it?
I haven't tried it yet. It's not here yet.
It takes like 2 to 3 months to import because it
Yeah.
has to go through customs and shit because they don't have it here in the States.
Nice.
So
Wait,
yeah.
have any of y'all ever tried Vegemite?
No.
Yeah.
No, yes, I have.
That's another
Yes,
thing
I
gives
have.
me heartburn.
It's terrible. I don't like it at all.
Yeah. So, but actually, if you incorporate Vegemite if you use it like a bouillon, it's really good. If you use it to cook with, it's great.
Yeah.
But just by itself,
Does it have like that cook all day, like my yard kind of? It's been reduced kind of flavor.
it's
It adds
yeah,
that. Yeah. Okay.
it's a
I could see
concentrate.
that. I could
very
absolutely see
salty.
that.
Very salty, very fermented, very dark and earthy and rich tasting. But
I know guys overseas that put that shit on toast.
yeah, that's how it's traditional.
Yeah.
But if you cook with it, it's great. But I wouldn't eat it as it is.
No.
Yeah. Like I see guys putting that on toast for like breakfast and shit.
Hey,
Mm.
so we had Jess Prowls on here, who's from Australia, and she did a whole video on it, and I just cannot. I just don't understand it.
Not my thing, man. Can't do it.
Oh.
And they say you have to cut it with butter, but I still don't see how that's going to make it any better.
It's still not good.
There's just certain things, man. Like I feel like it's different for everybody. Like
No, absolutely. That's like
I
there's palates,
I can eat
different palates.
smoked oysters, but I can't eat fresh oysters. And
You're
some
crazy.
people
You
think
are
smoked
crazy.
oysters are disgusting.
All
I'd
oysters
rather
are
have a smoked
delicious.
oyster than a fucking fresh oyster. Just the texture of it just wakes me
All
up.
oyster lives matter, Doobie.
Well, like oysters are like to me, it's how can you doctor up the slime?
No.
That's
Hey,
how
listen,
it is for me.
whether
bro.
they're
I've
grilled
tried
or
it
fresh
any
snots
different
on
way.
the rock, it's all good.
Hey, you know what? Some of the best oysters. Have any of y'all been around Bodega Bay, Tamales Bay? Yes.
Hey, where's that at? Where's that at, Bill? Where's that at?
North of San Francisco.
In what state? In what state?
Cali, baby. Cali.
Oh man.
Yeah. Get some.
John, you didn't made him into that or anything.
But I'm telling you, man, those charred
Yes.
grilled coming out of the steak, oh my God. Amazing. Life changing.
That life, it's like a religious experience.
I feel like the grilled
I hate
oysters
oysters.
take away that sliminess, man. Like I just
No, I absolutely get that because I'm a big texture dude, but I like.
No,
fresh
I'm joking. I was
oysters
just
as well,
fucking with you
too.
because it was from Cali. I like oysters.
No, I know you are. It's fine, and I know you. There's no way.
But
Tony
I'm
Lane
like
doesn't
a big
oysters.
cocktail. I like cocktail sauce on my oysters, guy. I like a little spice. That's the way I like oysters.
Oh yeah, love it.
But
Hot sauce, man.
Hot sauce,
But it's
love
a
it.
cold water oyster. It has to be oyster out of cold water. Do not eat a Gulf of Mexico oyster. Don't do it. They got parasites.
Yeah,
Parasite
obviously, like the
Planet?
farther north the seafood comes from, the better the quality it's going to be, the firmer the meat's going to be. Because again, oxygen. It's all about.
Well, yeah, the Pacific Ocean is colder than the Atlantic Ocean. That's a fact.
Isn't that crazy? You would think that would be the opposite. Honestly,
Well, actually, I've always looked at it as like cold means firm because if you put a beef tallow when you get it off a hot
He's
source,
talking
it like
about
becomes
west
like
versus east.
What's that?
Oceans. He's talking about the oceans.
Oh,
yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like
Because essentially the East Coast is way colder than the West Coast.
yeah, it is fascinating how
But
the current.
the ocean is way colder over here.
Yeah, because of the well, the currents under the
Yeah.
surface
Yeah.
current.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying now. My
Sorry,
apologies.
Tony. I wasn't calling you
My
out.
apologies.
Wasn't calling you out.
Hey,
No,
man.
hey, I need it though. Sometimes I appreciate being called out. I like it.
Hey, you know what? We were
Just don't be wrong, or I'll bury you.
when we were driving up to Bodega. We stopped at Point Reyes.
Point Reyes, let's go. My wife's gonna love this show now.
It was like in June, and it was like cold.
Oh, it's yes,
really
Yep.
cold. That wind coming off the coast was
Yeah.
and the waves, man. If you fell in that water, dude, you'd be toast.
It's rough out there for sure.
Man,
Yeah,
I gotta
Coming
go
out
make a
here
buddy
for
a
a
couple chili
PM.
dogs. I'll be right back.
Trying to make the money. Well, Doobie, when you come back, we're probably going to be done because we're at 2 hours and 45 minutes into this show.
Holy cow!
Yeah,
Hey, man.
yeah. Like I just realized, like I was like thinking about wrapping up about 2:30. It kept going. I'm like, I get it. Sensei's on. This is how it works. But like, we probably should wrap it up.
Well,
All right, guys. Well, it was good seeing you, Bill.
Doobie out of Albuquerque.
Kill it tomorrow, buddy.
Kill it.
All weekend.
All right, let's do it.
Kind of bullshit here for the last hour, which is great with me. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, we are too. I mean, I guess the only problem is like I'd rather keep it for another show instead of doing 3 hours at once because like everyone like doesn't stick around for the full 3 hours. So I'd rather break it up into two 90-minute shows so people actually stick around for both 90 minutes.
However you want to say, but you know, this is kind of fun, just bullshitting too. You know?
That's the vibe of the show, though, man.
It
Like
is,
I'm telling you, you've been on this show before. You get going, we all get going. We get to talking. Next thing we're like, "Fuck, we've been doing this for 3 hours. Like, what do we do from here?"
And we've been talking about balut, durian fruit,
Everything. Like I didn't think that fruit was going to be on the menu tonight. Right?
Dude. That shouldn't be on any menu. Ever.
You know, a guy picking up a chick at a tattoo parlor. What else?
9-month preggers. Yeah. It's actually a pretty dude show. Really.
Yeah, it is. Let's go.
It's probably the most dude show ever of all time. Final thoughts. I mean, we'll go around the table here. The Rev, I'll let you kick it off here, man. First, final thoughts before we go into the weekend.
Final thoughts, man. I don't know. We're looking forward to the holidays, man. Next Thursday, we're gonna do up a special edition of the show. You know, that's kind of what we're looking forward to.
Yeah, I heard there's going to be a potential Thursday night Thanksgiving show. That'd be epic.
There sure is.
There might be the highest view volume ever on that show because there's gonna be so many dudes that are like anything to sit there with in-laws, like getting out of his in-law situation.
Hey, you know what? If the Sensei here, Bill, you ever want to be on our other show, you are always welcome to come and chat with us, brother.
Oh yeah. For sure. I like the vibe of you guys, man. We need to get together and drink a few of these in person, though.
I know. I'm tired of the virtual. Hey, all in favor of non-virtual beers with Sensei? Say aye. Mikey, I know you've been out on the wagon for 12 years, but you can have a Bush NA all day.
Sure.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
Hey, we love it, man. We love Sensei. Johnsy, last words here.
Oh man, I'm just stoked. I appreciate all the knowledge. Love kicking it. The banter back and forth. Thank you for loving Cali, number one. And I'm really going to try and make it out to one of these Harry Sue, Bill Dumas events. I really am going to try and make that in the books this next year. So we'll figure that out.
Let's sling some links. Let's do it. Sensei, final thoughts of this epically bad show.
Stop putting it down.
And but you know what? All this banter back and forth, just illustrates a really good point. That is basically that everyone here, obviously y'all know one another, so there's that. And you've had a good working relationship with each other, so there's that. But moreover, all that kind of BS set aside, the vibe of the show is really kind of like any of the events I've been at, Whereas you get done with the event and you start BSing with one another, and it's a bunch of like, it's just good shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In other words, I think the name of the show is very fitting, right? So it's about it has a really good vibe and the respect of really good friends gathering around and just talking,
Yeah.
which is a good thing, and I dig that. So
Right
it's not
on.
there's no airs, there's no pretension, there's none of that kind of stuff, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Does that make sense?
Well, man, Jesus Christ,
Absolutely.
I don't know where to go from there, but thank
Bro,
you for that.
Yeah, seriously.
We're not worthy of you. I mean, the fact that you come on here, man, you kick it, and I like how you adapt to your vibe, though, of like, hey, I want to hear what everybody else's ideas are, because I'm always looking for new, crazy ideas.
Absolutely.
You know, like, you have your following. We're always trying to grow your following, and you don't know when you're going to come up with that new recipe that's going to help expand that following. So I love how you come on here, you listen to our dumbass ideas, and you're like, you know what? Like, there's substance to that idea. I like it. So, like, you know, you're awesome, man. You've always been really nice to us. You've always been willing to let us into your world. You don't have to do that, but we appreciate that, man. You're the absolute best. You know, I'm glad you're on for part 2 of this excursion with you.
Absolutely.
Can't wait for part 3, 4, 5, 6, and 38. But yeah, super jacked for you continuing going on, man. You're killing it. You know, like Harry Sue, Cheryl Crow, like just the names you've worked. I know those are like the 2 basic ones everyone goes to, but those are 2 massive names you've worked with in this year, and I'm excited what you come up with in 2023. DG
Yeah,
Vince,
let's go.
John Z, Rev, Sensei, Bill, Dumas. Thank you so much for coming on here tonight. You guys are the absolute best. Dumas, you're the absolute man. Round of applause.
Absolutely,
Thank you. And we will see everybody next Friday. We got Blues Barbecue on out of upstate New York.
Let's go.
Let's go. We will see you guys next Friday and next Thursday. Thanksgiving special with the Rev and John Z on Thoughts with the